is gonna say today, or has to say about this incident, that sort of thing. And then you guys kind of all agreed that you wanted to go hear what the chancellor of the city chancellor is going to say.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah. So, you guys leave the Broken Fiddle, and with the other members from Ouch and Wrath, and you enter the dark streets, and the weather has chilled considerably. Now, sparse rain has trickled onto the cobblestone streets. Steam is exiting the sewers, rats exiting and scurrying along the sidewalks. The church bells continue to gong and echo off the brick buildings. And the various citizens of Dark Grotto are walking toward the city center with hushed voices towards the church. Um, if you want to roll perception checks, you can kind of hear what other people are talking about as you are heading towards the church.
What the heck is going on with my... The dice have been
Did you
rolled.
break it?
I did.
I don't see your roll there, John.
I'm sorry. Hang on.
Maybe he's choosing not to roll a perception check.
You're
That
right.
is always a choice.
That is that is an option, and it is a terrible one.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we always know your perception rolls tend to be a 1, and you look at your feet.
Look, you're not wrong, but
Do you remember where your perception roll is?
I am doing this thing. Sorry, hang on. I'm getting my separate window in the right spot. Okay. Down.
Riveting.
Yay, you can scroll.
Okay. I mean, the whispered voices you're not going to hear, but generally you get the vibe. But you kind of hear voices, it's like, oh, I hope they tell us what happened at the docks, or some people are complaining now that the fog is lifted. Of course, this freezing rain is coming back, so everyone's just kind of mumbling and complaining, but also kind of anxious and curious, right? As you enter the town center in front of the church, there's lots of people that are entering in front of you, and a few people behind you still. It is a massive cathedral, a monumental structure capable of housing hundreds of visitors in its voluminous hall. In the front, let me change the page here so you guys are all. Yeah, in the front there is. Yeah, okay. Let's make sure I had it all set up right. Boom. In the front there's oath sworn people walking in front of you. They're just kind of just visually checking people as they go by. They're not really harassing anybody. It's midnight mass. And as you guys walk up to the front door, there is a younger man wearing, white garments from the church. I didn't remember I had him, so we'll pretend like this is the guy right here, okay? He'll just greet you guys. He looks jovial enough. He's not an oath sworn. Good evening, gentlemen and lady. Looking at the elven lady, Liana. It's nice to see some fresh faces today. Did you bring friends, Ferdinand? And he, smiles warmly at the big black hunter, who he just simply nods and makes very brief eye contact with the cleric. And then the young man looks over at the other hunter, Zach, here, and just kind of just looks at him, Zach, in a less than pleasant greeting with no smile. And Zach doesn't appear to do anything other than just kind of ignore him and keep walking inside. You guys want to talk to the guy, or are you just going to keep walking in and hope he ignores you?
I'll just nod as I'm going by.
Okay.
No small talk.
I'll just Just keep going, head forward.
Okay. And Killian, are you a semi-regular person to this church? Do you really ever come to church, or has it just been like, oh, you always intended to, but you never really have?
This would be my spot where I drop in when I'm in Fort.
Okay, so you have come in here. So he'll give you a
Yeah.
nod and a wave, and he'll be like, nice to see you again, Killian.
I just nod.
Okay. And then you guys enter the cathedral.
Hello.
And I'm going to play. This is the music you hear. You guys, I don't know if you guys have the audio set up to hear stuff, but hopefully it works for you, because here it goes. Oh, that's not the right song.
Working for me.
That was
Like a
okay.
bedtime story.
That was not the right song, though. What? I
Trying to put me
loaded
to
the
sleep
song.
here.
It is past
uploaded-
my bedtime.
Yeah,
It's-
right. Oh, here we go. Found it. All right, here you go. This is the song I made personally for this scenario.
Yeah.
So the organ is playing in the background and all that while everyone's kind of sitting down and the church gongs are, going overhead. Very, very mood setting, so to speak. Somber, considering the events that happened recently. So it matches, the vibes of what everyone's kind of expecting. Figaro, roll a. I'll do a quick description, even though you see the picture. The hall is lit of old-fashioned torchlights reflected off the ceilings, walls, architectural intent. It feels warm, smells of lavender and berries. Or the organ is playing soft music, and the choir is playing a simple tune with no words. That chanting you heard. Roll Figaro, specifically for a perception check.
Okie dokie.
You can all roll a perception check. It's fine, actually.
18.
Okay, 18. 21 from Bramik, very perceptive dwarf. Might as well just keep your perception tab open there, John, forever.
Like, okay. 1 second. Tab and.
Okay.
Hey, I'm blind.
Yeah, no, 16 is fine. 15 is a general pass.
Oh, I forgot I have a massive modifier. Never mind.
But there is a it is it's not the most well lit area, but specifically, you do see that there are people in the back talking to each other. You recognize the chancellor, you recognize everybody, Killian. So your lower role is more like just yeah, I've seen this all before. And you're not really taking much of it in as unusual. You see the chancellor talking to bellkeepers all the time. It's nothing unusual. But Bramik and Figaro, you notice that the Veil Keeper and the Chancellor are speaking briefly before the Chancellor is doing his little talk to the public. And
Really quick.
what?
I have a feat called Read Lips.
Oh, okay.
So I assume they're not talking very loudly, but I can clearly see them in line of sight, so I can discern what they're saying.
Okay. I'm going to have you roll. You have to roll a society check as per
Okay.
your description there.
Yep.
And
That's why I put it
because
in.
it's far away and it's dim light, you're going to need a 20.
Okay, that's fair.
Society 22. Hell yeah.
All right. So
Modifiers be wild.
all right. So you see the Veil Keeper. Her lips are moving. You recognize it as Annabelle from earlier. Talking to an older gentleman. You don't recognize him because you've never gone to church before. But he looks very
Right.
important.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can make out that
Village people.
words that indicate
Dear Lord
what's
Jesus.
those? It says things like, let them know that we don't know the full story. you see you kind of the words kind of get a little bit flappy, but then you kind of see you swear you see rabid primates as one of the things that she says, and then you see the term island and stowed away, things like that, and you see him kind of like nodding and understanding. And then she moves over to sit down. And as she sits down, you all notice that out of the back room to the left side here, a Oathsworn walks out of the back room there. Let me make sure I get it here. Oh, that's a big ass Oathsworn. Okay. He kind of walks out the back room here and starts kind of making his way up. And then you notice that Annabelle kind of looks over in that direction, and then roll one last perception check, specifically you, Figaro.
Should I roll for perception,
this
or
one
should I
first.
roll for society to see if I can? Well, I guess I can't see if he's reading lips or not. But
this isn't reading lips. Okay.
Okay.
You
15.
you could swear she kind of like looked over there and then like scanned the room and then briefly locks eyes with you.
Okay. I would like to stay
You notice that too, Killian.
very neutral in my expression.
She definitely looks like she's staring at the party for a
Okay.
brief moment.
You know what? I'm just gonna stare her down too. Not aggressively, just like locking eyes
fine.
as like I acknowledge that she acknowledged me.
Okay. It was a brief stare down, but there was a lock there, and then goes back to her casual looking around. Okay. Then the old man in the lovely white robes walks up to the main podium. You guys hear let's do it where let's say Oliver's sitting next to you guys because he's a chatty Cathy, and then he's gonna be like, well, it'll be interesting to see what this guy says. And okay, all right. Chancellor gets up, kind of waves his hands to settle everyone down. The crowd starts to hush a little bit. The music stops playing. Good evening, citizens of Dark Grotto. Before we begin our midnight mass, I understand most of you are eager to hear about the incident at the docks only a few hours ago. Tragic event, most tragic indeed. I've only just been fully briefed on what happened. The merchant ship Lady Luck, which had been 2 weeks late and normally helmed by Captain James Butterfield, struck Anthony Pier around 9 p.m. The critical salt shipment that it was carrying spilled out onto the docks and into the harbor, contaminating it. Local civilians rushed to the aid of the wounded, including one incredibly brave local entrepreneur that managed to save the life of Missy Bailey, who, without his help, would have surely bled out before our clerics could arrive. He claps, and the crowd claps and cheers, the sound echoing, enhanced by the open architecture.
I'm going to kind of slink further down in my chair.
Okay.
I'm gonna glance
You put
suddenly
your hand
over
over
at
your
Graham
eyelid,
and I'd be like, fist bump.
You do notice that that Annabelle's looking at you like with a little smile and a nod.
Oh yeah.
I'll do a nervous smile back, I guess.
Okay.
I do continue to sink to my chair. I'm sure I can't probably see me anyways. The back is a dwarf, but
Right. Now, many of you are
Just disappeared.
likely wondering what happened to the crew. Well, we don't know the full story yet, I'm afraid, but we do know that the crew was not on board at the time of the crash, as it struck the pier unmanned. There, however, were several rabid primates who had stowed away on the ship. We speculate that they had stopped by Barnacle Island on their way back from picking up the salt shipment from Stonecliff for some unknown reason, and while they were there, the primates stowed away. And while the Chancellor is speaking, it's not very hard for you guys to notice, but Oliver and Zach, of the two groups, they you see them kind of separate from their people and grabbing backpacks that are full of stuff, and they head over to a back room behind everybody in the in the crowd. There's a back door, a side door back here, and they enter the room. Roll perception checks to see if you can kind of peer into the room and see anything.
I'm too short.
Oh, the rogue, of course. It's like, what's over there? Curious. Okay. So, Figaro and Killian, you both notice that inside, you notice the Justicar. Mortimer is inside at his desk. Lots of, stuff is hanging on the walls, stacks of sheets on his table, on his desk. The two of them enter, and they don't really, leave the door open very long, and they make sure to close it behind them. But Figaro, your eyesight is especially adept, and you do notice on one of the corkboard walls, there's a title up there that says contracts, just before the door closes.
Okay.
After the door closes, the Chancellor does continue his speech. It seems evident that they attacked the crew and passed along their rabies, causing the crew to go mad, possibly attacking each other or jumping overboard. We do not know at this time. It's truly a tragic event that we will not soon forget. The infestation of primates was handled expertly and judiciously by local townsfolk with valiant bravery and heroism. Shortly after the church officials arrived, the ship sank from its irreparable damage. Repairs to the dock will begin as soon as possible, and in the meantime, we have put out an emergency dispatch to get salt and other supplies via train as soon as possible. We are hoping to get it expedited by the end of the week. As the Chancellor is ending his preceding speech, the two hunters exit that back room, their backpacks noticeably lighter, and you roll a perception check, all of you, because you never know if you all roll in that one. I have to just kind of.
Well, I was looking the wrong direction.
Okay. Yep. You're still engrossed in his. You're really analyzing the
I
Chancellor's
was
speech.
so fascinated by this collection of bullshit.
Oh my gosh, 17, 13, and 11, huh? Figaro, you're the
Really
only one that
rolling
really
high.
notices this. You notice as he's leaving, Oliver is tucking like a white envelope, like a letter-shaped envelope in his breast pocket as they're leaving. And then they walk over and they rejoin the group. And then the Chancellor continues in the normal proceedings, thanking Sara and Ray that there were no casualties and that even in hard times, the city continues to stay strong together with strength and camaraderie of its people. You know the drill.
Yada, 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 yada.
And after he kind of finishes that up, he starts going into the usual sermon of the day, of the evening, as it is, still typically midnight mass. So as the speech is finishing, Oliver and the other hunters, they all just kind of get up and they start leaving the church. And the Veil Keepers, Annabelle, she still sits down and listens to the rest of the mass. What do you guys do? Do you want to listen to all the mass, or do you want to leave with the hunters?
I'll take my leave.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just gonna follow them. I'm not really interested in staying. So if somebody else leaves, I will too.
Okay. So sounds like Figaro and Brammick are going to leave. What about you, Killian?
I'm gonna stay for a little longer.
You're going to stay and listen to just the rest of the mass. Okay. All right. So, let me do. All right. Let us do this. Go here, and then Here. Give me a second. I got to organize some things. I'm going to say Ferdinand of Wrath. He's going to stay behind as well, so he'll stay next to you, Killian. Okay. I'm going to move this over, and you guys head outside to the front of the cathedral. And as you guys exit the cathedral, there is a crowd of people out there and reporters all waiting eagerly to ask you guys questions about the event of the night. Bombarded immediately, there's a woman that points at you, Bramik. That's him! That's the dwarf that saved my Matilda! And another reporter is like, is it true that there were creatures on the ship? And another one says, hold for a picture, please. And then, you're just constantly bombarded with questions. And what do you guys do with all this extra attention?
Would you say that everybody's kind of distracted right now?
Oh, it's very much there. Yeah, there's
a little chaos going on.
There's a little bit of chaos going on for sure.
Okay. I am going to walk over to Oliver and kind of throw my arm around him in a friendly way and just go, you got this, right, bud? And as I'm talking to him, I would like to attempt to pick his pocket of said envelope.
Okay. While you're doing that, this individual is setting up a camera to take a photo.
Okay.
I'm going to hang out in the back, kind of trying to dodge the photo.
Okay, so you're going to be back here. Okay.
Yeah.
You should be able to move your character around. I'm just fiddling
Oh,
around.
okay, gotcha.
This is a lot of these maps don't have grids because it's just kind of free move. All right, so you need to roll a thievery.
Yes, I don't take a -5.
Well, if you're a master in thievery, you can attempt to steal from a creature in combat. Oh, never mind. Okay. All right, so you don't get a -5. Steal. Okay. Roll your thievery. And then, did they just roll their own thievery to counter it, or perception?
I assume it's a perception
Yeah, it would be to make the most sense.
Pathfinder
to perceive if I stole.
Yeah, 'cause you don't have to be an
I'm being very casual about just being. I'm also trying to distract him at the same time.
Okay.
But I don't think that really takes any.
All right, thievery, steal.
If I had
DC is,
known,
yeah,
I
it's
could've-
it's usually the perception DC of the creature wearing the object. So all I have to do is look at his DC and see.
I mean, it's in his breast
and
pocket.
you rolled
So.
a 16, and his perception DC.
Oh God, he's gonna notice right
It
away.
is exactly 16.
Oh boy.
Let me see what happens on a tie.
Pretty sure he notices on a
I
tie.
think he notices.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh, the DC is typically 5 higher if the object is in a pocket.
Oh, even better.
Oh boy.
So, because you guys are in public and you guys have a photograph, he's going to intercept your hand, shake your hand,
Aww.
and he's going to look at you deep in your eyes. Just want to thank you for everything you did today. Cheers. And he's going to grab your other shoulder and pull you in and have a picture taken with you.
Okay. I will smile back.
Okay.
They stare deeply into your
It's
lusty
an
eyes.
important note, John. Write this down if you're taking notes. This individual is taking a lovely photograph of Figaro and Oliver surrounded by hunters, and Bramik is somewhere in the back, shorter than everyone else, invisible to the photo. Okay.
of Fig and Ollie.
Yep.
Okay, and
But
I
who?
the minute
Who's
the
the
photo
individual again? Hang on. I missed the name part specifically. What's
Oliver.
Yeah, Figaro and
Whose
Oliver.
name?
Oliver.
No. But who's taking your photo?
Oh, you don't know his name
Random
yet.
guy.
Just a photographer.
Random
Journalist
photographer.
I can make his face bigger so you can see him. This is the man.
My God. Claire
It's-
Obscura
it's,
photographer.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's what's his name.
Who's talking to me? Stop linking me stuff. Who's linking me stuff? Oh. Okay.
I haven't sent you anything since before we
Somebody's
started. So.
somebody's messaging something. Oh, I think it's my Facebook. Somebody's messaging me on Facebook.
Okay, I said Claire Obscure photographer takes picture of Fig and Ollie
Perfect.
by the church.
Claire Obscure. All right. And then he's
It's
like,
very Expedition 33.
"That is a wonderful photo. I think it will come out quite nicely." And he walks up to you guys and he shakes Oliver's hand, and he goes, "Mon, Senor Oliver, I take it you're quite well known these days." And he goes, "Yes, I believe you have me at a disadvantage though. In your name." And he goes, "Jean-Claude Lepetou." And he gives him a good handshake. And I'll even write his name down so you guys see.
Wait, Camera Dude said that?
Yeah, his name is Jean-Claude Lepetou.
Jean-Claude Lepetou.
Yeah. All right. And yeah, so the crowd is going to keep kind of asking random questions as long as you guys stand around. Other questions you'll hear like, were there survivors below deck? Did the church order quarantine? Do you guys say anything, or you just kind of stay quiet?
My character stays quiet.
Okay, Bramix
I
stays
am
quiet.
going to say. They're all like reporters,
Yeah,
right?
and there's other civilians there that were.
Okay. Well, everybody, these wonderful gentlemen here, Oliver and Zach, would be happy to answer all your questions, and then afterwards, come by the Broken Fiddle for a 10% discount.
Nothing like
See
a
you later.
shameless plug.
It is.
As walking away, I say I made a Save Mary.
And then I kind of like look over my shoulder at Bram, find him, and give him like a head nod to like, let's get the hell out of here, kind of.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I kind of picked up on that. I say something along the lines of, "I may have saved Mary, but these gentlemen say, these kind folks saved my behind and everyone else's," and then I'll quickly follow the figure
And
out.
one of the hunters kind of looks at you like, Matilda.
Whatever.
And as I look at Oliver, I just kind of want to give him like a little haha wink and just kind of like a wink as I walk away and go, haha, you know where to find me. kind of thing.
As you guys walk away, you do hear Oliver saying, "Oh, yes, there were rabid primates aboard, about a dozen of them or so. Sad. Really, nothing more to say about it though." And the other hunters immediately start walking off too, as you guys left them in the dust. So, all right. Where do you guys go now that it is past midnight?
Well, I go back to the Broken Fiddle.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
long night.
I'm just gonna follow Fig. I'm assuming I'm welcome there after midnight.
Of
so.
course, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna head back to the Broken Fiddle, and Killian, you're still at church for a little while. It sounds like.
I'm being studious in the religious.
Okay, you're doing your
Nature.
just the usual church thing. All right, and it's been a good half hour to an hour. You guys have been out for a little bit. It's been quite an evening here. But then Bramick and Figaro arrive back, and we'll move that back here. All right, as you guys enter ye old Broken Fiddle, Actually, let's do it. This
Did we notice where the hunters go as we're walking off? Usually they walked off
they
right behind us.
they walked off in their own directions. They have
Okay,
their
got
own
it. All right.
places they're going.
All
right. And then let's get rid of that one, and then we'll do this now. As you walk in, you notice Sigurd is in the corner, asleep. You don't see Jurgen anywhere, but the fat cat, your Skippy, is sleeping on the bar.
Good boy.
You notice Sigurd is asleep at the far corner table with the parrot on the table with a blanket over it. And you see a book next to Sigurd.
Oh. All right. Well, without waking him, I would like to walk over there.
You can move your character.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk over there. You know, give the parrot a look, just to
He
kind
is-
of make sure that he's breathing.
He's
fine.
It appears that Sigurd has cleaned the parrot.
Okay. I'm going to take the book off the table, slip it like in my back pocket or like back, kind of just in my pocket so it's out of view.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just gonna gently like touch his shoulder and kind of like slowly rub him awake and be like, "Buddy, go lay down. Go lay down. Everybody's fine now.
How was
Just go get some sleep."
how was church? As he rubs his eye.
It's good, son. There's no more danger right now, and I'll tell you more later. I promise. And I give him like a really like deep, caring father look, and just go, "I promise. I'm going to fill you in." Like that's the look I'm giving without saying that.
Okay. He accepts that.
I'm a man of few words.
He nods.
what can I say?
Appreciatively, he nods. And tiredly, he grabs the little blanket that's around him and he. What do you want to do with the bird?
I can pick up the bird and take it to the
You can
back.
take the bird with you. You know what, Sigurd? You're doing good taking care of this parrot. Why don't you take him with you? He can stay up in your room if you're okay with that.
Oh, Bramik, did you want to take the bird?
Unless you want
No. It's fine. It's I mentioned that like no, it could be an important witness. This is a very critical job, and you know, we're only trusting you with it, Sigurd.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's in charge of the cat. You see how fat the cat is.
No, I'm talking it up. Like I'm guessing I know Sigurd well enough to know. I'm just like, yeah, I'm talking it up, like trying to make him feel like he's really being helpful. He's
yeah.
being very helpful by taking care of this parrot.
Of course.
Okay. So he takes the parrot. He's like, we're gonna have to figure out a name for him. And then I couldn't find one in the book. And then he leaves, goes upstairs with the bird. And there we go. Okay.
Okay.
Now it's just you two.
All right. So at this point, what time is it of day? Is
Oh,
it
it's
like,
probably
like
pushing-
early morning
It's
hours?
pushing
Gotta
1
be, like,
a.m.
1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Do
just kind of.
elves sleep in this world? I'm
Yeah.
assuming you meditate or something.
Oh, I sleep. I pass out hardcore. So I'll kind of look at Bram and I'll go, "You're welcome to stay. There's a guest bedroom in the back. I think Jurgen is there, passed out, but I mean that we got bear skins all
Well, you
over.
wouldn't
Feel free
necessarily
to-"
know that Jurgen is back there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Last
Okay,
you saw,
well-
he was passed out on the bar.
Well, at first I'll say there's a guest bedroom in the
There's
back.
a bed in the back. I'll go down. I'll go back there and see.
Okay, yeah. There's a bed in the back if you want. I'll talk in the morning.
Yeah, how far? I'm guessing we'll just assume that my place is far enough away that I don't feel like walking. Over
Yeah,
there
your
and just
place is
staying.
probably at least 5 or 10 blocks away. Yeah.
Okay. And then Fig is gonna go upstairs.
So to my surprise, of course, Jurgen is in the bed. But if
It's a
there's
double.
enough,
It is a
if there's
double.
enough space. Wait.
He's not
Does
snoring.
he? Okay. All right.
That's all he cares about.
I roll him over so that way, like, if he does puke, it goes off the side of the bed and
You
not
don't want him
towards
to
me.
gurgle on you.
No. I mean, he'll probably roll back over after I'm asleep. That's okay.
When you roll him over, he reaches over and grabs a glass of water and sips on it and just kind of passes out again. He doesn't even fucking notice that he just rolled him over. And then the cat, after everybody leaves, kind of goes upstairs to go sleep with Figaro.
It can
and
make it
Maris.
upstairs. Alright, fair enough.
Slowly.
Stairs creaking.
All right, John. Killian. It's now you. Everyone else is gone except you and the other merc. And you're listening to the end of the sermon.
Yeah.
It's very much, just trusting in each other, working together, staying positive, good
Yeah,
positive messaging, and just
Something
trusting that Samurai is watching over us, and thanking her for helping bless our cleric to be able to cure the mortal wound that that Bramik had initially stopped the bleeding, but the cleric finished the healing.
and feral black
Man attacked the ship apparently, but that's the story we're saying. Or, I'm sorry,
Well,
rabid primates.
well, you should roll your a medicine check or a religion check, is your whatever's higher.
Yeah, that's right. What do I have?
religion done hid. Oh, definitely religion.
Okay. So when he says this, something clicks. And Bramik's character already kind of knows this, but you know this too. When they said it, you realized, wait, so their cleric was able to heal that injury, and you're pretty certain that clerical powers only work when something unnatural is the culprit. It doesn't work on traditional injuries or illnesses. There's a little red flag just pops in your head. You're like, okay, so whatever caused this dock incident, you weren't going crazy. This kind of helps confirm to you internally that you weren't just imagining things, that there was definitely something weird about this, and that clerical magic was able to work in this specific scenario, which means there was something more to it than just an accident.
Smells like horseshit.
But yeah, after that, the congregation kind of finishes up drinking a little wine and eating their crackers, the usual church stuff, and they
Regular church
Activities.
yeah, and then everybody starts just filtering out for the evening. Yeah, Ferdinand just kind of looks at you, gives you a nod, and says, "Thank you for your help out there today. You didn't have to help, but you did. And that means a lot."
Seemed like the thing to do.
And besides, the things
To be shot.
Huh?
Huh?
What was that last thing you said?
I said
It seemed like the thing to do, and they were sketchy looking things to be shot.
Oh, yes. Sketchy things needed to be shot. Indeed. He nods, and then he gets up and he leaves with the crowd. So, what do you do now that church is over?
I wander off
To that. Wait, man, no. I don't have to go with everybody.
meeting Bram tomorrow. Guess I go home.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I guess I should actually show you this church thing. And sorry, I forgot to move the thing over. So yeah, he was here. He did a little talk, and then he left. All right. So you're gonna go home.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, you arrive home, and you enter through the door into the kitchen.
Madness.
And, obviously it's taken about, 15, 20 minutes to stumble home, and you've had a long day. You're very exhausted. Half your hit points are missing. You're not critically injured, but man, you are pooped. And you did mention to me that you wanted to do a little light reading and drink some brandy by the fire.
Five.
Cut off a section of bread and head for the cellar door.
Okay. Yeah, controlled by you. So anyway, so you're gonna grab some food and drink. Yep.
Playing The Sims.
Yeah, basically he's playing Sims right now.
Do you have a map of my
Cellar? Or did I give you one?
No. I have the kitchen, the study, and the bedrooms. But I can I can change to this though.
Oh boy.
Floor plan. So you got the cellar right there. It's quite a cellar, by the way. You could really hold a lot of bodies down there.
Oh, yeah. What the hell?
It's not real world movement. I go meandering around. Good brandy.
He's playing Clue.
Lock it back up.
Fascinating.
Back in the kitchen.
Okay. Close the hatch.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, no. We'll take that to the... All right. I'm gonna do my...
Study. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah.
All right. In the study. All right.
All right.
Lots of boats, pictures of boats, yes. As one has.
I go over to
grab
a volume on
peculiar occurrence.
occurrences at sea.
What was the word? What was the phrase?
Peculiar occurrence.
Occurrences at sea.
Okay.
From over here.
Okay.
And wander back over.
Down. Brandy there.
Pour a glass.
Then from
A piece of bread and start flipping through pages to my bookmark. Begin reading.
So I would have you, I guess, roll. You have any lore rolls? What do we got here for you? You've got sailing lore.
Yeah.
And you could just, honestly, it's probably just a straight intelligence check to just kind of scan through the book.
Right.
But sailing, we'll use sailing lore. It gives you a +3. It's not totally useless.
Yeah, I have nothing in intelligence.
I'm aware. You're like, I feign intelligence. I'm acting intellectual, but in reality, I'm just an average guy.
Periodic
intelligent. I'm maybe 18.
So, when you're skimming through this book, it certainly talks about interesting weather phenomenon, and types of ships out there, different creatures, but it's mostly just like whales and what this is actually a whale. It looks like this and not like that. It doesn't really go into specificity on anything that would be strange. But I'm given the amount of books in your study, you would probably do better looking up a book on mythology, ocean mythology, or children's stories, maybe.
I flip through it. You kind of skim it. Doesn't seem to be dramatically fascinating. Take another drink of brandy. Let's wander back over to the show.
Oh, roll a Constitution.
Oh.
Or not Constitution, a Fortitude.
for fortitude drinking brandy. That's rich.
Hey,
Okay.
you got good brandy.
Well, that's true.
And you're injured.
And you're injured, so you're already very tired. Oh, man. Oh, no. The blood loss has made it so you get drunk a little faster. You're officially at the tipsy level after a glass of brandy. And that kind of surprises you, but you're like, I'm exhausted already. I've had a long day. Of course, a glass of brandy is going to hit the spot. It's really hit the spot.
I slide the book
Back into the shelf. And I wander over here too. What did you say based on my lore check?
It'd be more like a mythology, or children's tales, mythology of, I don't know if there's specifically ocean mythology, but just like mythological, creatures type books. You might have one somewhere. It's probably pretty dusty because it's not the sort of thing you probably look at very often.
probably not in the downstairs.
Upstairs, but maybe upstairs.
You probably got one in the room. We'll say you have it in the study. We don't need to keep going all over, gallivanting over your house.
Ah, there it is. Okay. All right.
So unorganized.
As he's standing on the ladder at the tip top,
Oh,
roll a reflex save.
Mythological.
Curiosities. A reflex save.
Yeah, you're coming down the
Sir.
ladder.
No, I don't.
And you're
And you're drunk.
That doesn't make any sense.
You moved your character up there,
I
buddy. Take
I
it.
have a feat that makes me way better at balance.
That's true. He
I
does.
have an
He
entire
cheats.
skill
He has-
set
he
right
has
now
a-
you have
me
two.
not able to be like vulnerable.
Right now you have two left feet.
That's
so
fair.
roll.
He has a feat against it. He did just choose it at level 2.
And my character is built completely against that.
Anyways, all right. You're lucky you took that feat today, sir.
Okay,
All right.
I have I grab a book that says
Curious Tales of
the sea and
There
sea
you go.
line codes.
Curious Tales. That's a good way to phrase it. I like that.
I collect down the thingy. And everything.
Pluck.
All right. Roll your sailing check.
Wow, I am
Jesus.
really heavy in
The brandy is hitting harder. Yeah, lightheadedness is overtaking me.
I think at this point, you're with your vision kind of blurring, and you're just getting really tired. You're like, maybe it's a little too late at night for me to be going deep into this research, and you're probably thinking it might be better to wait till tomorrow when you're fresh and awake, and your stamina has healed from a good night's sleep.
I put the book
Right there on the nightstand. Grab the glass of brandy.
slowly.
Sit down the last of it. And set it on the table.
Okay. And then we'll have you head to your bedroom and then have a good night's sleep.
Alright. Kick off my boots. Toss my jacket on the chair. And wander over toward the nightstand.
All right, Brandon, I'm sending you a thing
Place
in Discord.
One gun on the nightstand, one under my pillow, and roll into bed.
Blowing out the light. You got all the lights.
It's on in this room. I guess
It
we'll
doesn't-
just
it
say that I
doesn't-
blew all the lights.
Obviously, it's theater
Well,
of the
yeah,
mind
sorry.
still, John. Theater of the mind.
but-
Okay. So, the night goes on, and uneventfully, you all have a good night's sleep. You finally went to bed, guys. Congratulations.
Hooray.
We'll say
Recover
that-
hit points.
Yeah, recover your hit points.
Oh, yeah, that.
That part is important. Everybody has to recover their hit points.
Okay. Shouldn't mine? Oh,
Mike, hang on. 2.
36. And put it back
To
to
36.
Okay. And that guy's fine. And then that
Second.
guy's
Give me a
fine.
sec.
All right. Am I supposed to respond to you at all with this, or ask questions, or just leave it to keep it to myself?
Keep it to
for now?
yourself for now.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So, all right. It is the next day. What? Let's start with. Well, we have a little turn order thing here, so that way we don't. All right. So everybody roll initiative. Let's see who goes first today. I don't want to have to think about it. Is it working? Is everybody taking turns? You rolled initiative. Do I have to add it? You guys should automatically be able to. Why is it not working? Automatically sort new entries. Why did it not work? Clear list. All right, try again. I'm sorry. Let's try that again. It should just work. Oh, there aren't any tokens on this page that take a turn. What? That's weird. That should have. You should have tokens that can take turns. Control, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. You guys should all take turns. Yeah, that's linked. Why doesn't it work? That's weird. That's so annoying. Add.
I rolled 20. A big looks like you rolled 22.
I'm just going to put these in. All right, so Killian had a 20, 22, and then, oh, sorry, 22. Bramick had a 14. All right, so, boom, Figaro. You go first.
Okay.
So I assume it's early enough. Oh, can you change what I'm seeing here?
Oh, is it not? Oh,
no, yeah, sorry. No, I don't need to watch him
Okay.
sleep.
All right, so here you go.
Okay. I assume it's early enough in the day. So I still wake up before everybody else.
Okay.
Just gonna kind of start my early morning routine of getting up, doing the daily things, and like getting the bar ready and all that. And then while it's still closed and everybody's asleep, I kind of want to like hurry through my tasks so that way I can focus on kind of spending time flipping through that journal.
Okay.
And so I'm just gonna find a chair. I'm just kind of. I think I'll sit like right here.
Okay.
On the corner, and then I'll take out the journal, which I took up to my room with me.
Okay.
And I'll kind of start flipping through it, and I'll go back toward like the beginning and look at some of the earlier entries to see like I guess kind of a little more information about the ship and if there's any like common path that it would take all the time, or if there's any mention of any like islands that were out of the norm or anything like that.
So as you flip through the caps log, you go back pretty far, and you see the normal things like picked up X amount of pounds of grain or salt from this place and that place. Nothing that reflects early on. They always get salt from Stonecliff. They always get grain from a different island. I don't have a name for it yet. Right. They You read that they have personal crew, private sail, storage and all that sort of thing. The Captain Buttersworth is what I said his name was, I think. Let me see what Butterfield. Sorry, Butterfield. Captain Butterfield. He had his own allotment of space, and then he divvied that up amongst the crew for morale, so that way they can do their own private trades.
Right.
You got the usual bits where somebody had was drunk on the job, got flogged. Somebody else was nobody attempted mutiny. Didn't see anything like that, but there was definitely disobeying orders and flogging here and there. But it wasn't like a daily occurrence. It was like a weekly thing, though. Somebody was getting flogged occasionally. Nothing crazy. I learned that from reading Master and Commander. So
Lots of flogging.
a lot of flogging. But you do eventually get to the point where it kind of starts getting more relevant to what happened the last few weeks. You learn that the Lady Luck arrived in Stonecliff 3 weeks prior, filled the hold with salt, dried herbs, private trade stock of like trinkets and ingots and jewelry. And the captain had just then purchased the parrot from a private seller named Lago Perdona. Apparently, there's a pet shop in Stonecliff on an island out there. The captain explicitly says he has no idea what to name the thing, but it is a fairly chill parrot and seems to be learning words fairly easily. But never really speaks in more than 1 or 2 words at a time. Then you get to the part where it says that the trip back from Stonecliff had been going well until they hit a dead zone 3 days from Dark Grotto, and they were unable to move for over a week. And the crew had become restless. The sun was blotted out by a heavy fog. There were a couple of notes over the days there showed that there are crew members standing watch that disappeared overnight with no sound, no apparent struggle, and on. More and more crew members disappeared until there were only about a dozen crew and the captain remaining. And then you get to his last log, scribbled hastily, that mentioned the screaming of the crew outside of his cabin. And the last page is covered in stained dark blood.
Okay.
So something to do with Dark Grotto. Interesting.
It was about 3 days
Is
away
that
from Dark
is that
Grotto.
a course that they had taken usually? Was that like a normal course for the ship to take? Or did they have to take a detour because of the weather or because of any wind change?
There is a note like right before they hit their dead zone that the captain, as you kind of flip back and try to really scan in there, and he goes, the captain decided to take a shortcut that was that his first mate advised against, but he was trying to avoid the fog that was up ahead, and he just never really was able to clear the fog, and they hit that dead zone.
Okay, so I have another question real quick, and I can roll something if I need to. So I assume that this trade route was pretty common for them to go from these places and come back to here. Did they have family in here, like in town?
It doesn't. The captain didn't mention his family. It was very official notes. So it wasn't like a journal or anything. It was an official captain's log of
Okay,
the
well,
ship.
if it's an official captain's log, is there a list of sailors? Or is there some kind of ledger in among the notes? Mentioning names?
I'm sure they've mentioned names. I don't have any of that information.
Okay.
But yes, we'll say yes. There is names of different crew members that they've come on board and off board over the last several months.
Okay. I think my next step. I want to do. I think my next step is I'm going to talk to Brahm when he wakes up. But my thought process You know what? I'll keep that to myself for now. And then I'll talk to Brahm, and then as a DM, you can tell me yes or no.
Sure, why not?
We'll go with that.
All right, we're gonna skip to Killian now. We're back at your house. The sun bleeds through. You know, for funsies, roll a fortitude to see how late you sleep in. Killian. Did he AFK?
You passed out. I'll go.
John. Okay, he's gone. It's all right. We'll skip to you, Bram. We'll go back to Killian
That's fine.
in a little bit.
So for this is your decision. Is this going to be like kind of like a weekend? Like, do I need to rush back over to see what's going on with my place, or am I kind of like I'm
Honestly,
comfortable letting
this was probably just a
run
middle of the
stuff,
week event,
Okay.
and yeah, you definitely are due at work today.
All right, so yeah, I'll let my foreman. I will see. We'll see what time it is, and I will go from there. But yeah, I'll just stop by. You know what? I'll assume I have time to at least get breakfast here.
The cat wakes you up too.
Okay.
Starts kneading
So
you
yeah,
on
I'm just
the
gonna wake
chest.
up. I'm hoping that nothing untoward happened.
You feel
A
like
little
you're
tonight from that
passing
guy.
out because he's
Yeah.
so heavy on you.
There you go.
Jurgen wakes up with you. Goes, oh, hello. Oh, I didn't realize I passed out here. Oh.
I just love that he has his own bed.
Oh no, I just Maris
Wait,
was
who's
quite
Jurgen?
kind.
Oh, was Jurgen the cat?
No, Jurgen's the drunk dwarf that was there. That you guys.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
He was the one that was. But anyways, he's like, oh.
I was in the bathroom. What happened? Okay.
We skipped your
No
turn
worries.
for now. We'll go back to you in a second. I'm looking
Yeah.
up.
So yeah, I'm gonna get up. Kind of see what. Is Fig the only one that's up right now?
Sigurd has also come downstairs and brought down the parrot.
Okay. Does Sigurd normally work the kitchen?
Yeah.
Can I order breakfast and then walk over to?
Yeah, he'll go in and
Fig,
he'll start.
Fig and see. Yeah.
He'll start working on that stuff.
You gonna put that on your tab?
Yes.
Okay.
You can move your character, Bramick, if you want to.
And you could feel free to call on that tab whenever. I have no idea how you want to work that out.
Oh, you'll know when you know.
Okay.
It's been running for a couple years now, I presume.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Sigurd sees that you're here, Bramick. Kind of quickly runs over to you. He's like, "Hey, Mr. Bramick."
Yeah.
Hi. I had an idea. I know Mom is kind of getting angsty about the tab or whatever, but do you think maybe we could not host, but like bring over like lunch for your like company, like for your employees? Do you think that would be something that we could do? I think Mom would appreciate it if we had like at least a business transaction.
That's a great idea, son. I'll speak with the foreman when I get back.
Okay. Yeah, let us know. We can come over around lunchtime and bring some food.
They're definitely a hearty bunch. They could definitely use these food. So all right.
Yeah, cool. And he runs over and tells his dad that he just kind of set up a little business transaction. He's very proud of it. But,
So while he's doing the breakfast thing, I'm gonna wander over and just kind of sit next to Fig and see what's up. See that Fig's reading the book, unless Fig's hiding it, and they go
move
from there.
your character over there. Or do you want me to move your character?
I can move it.
Okay. She's just AFK for just a second, so you know what? Real quick then, Killian, since Amanda has just stepped out of her chair.
Okay.
You woke up. Oh, roll a fortitude. It's been a long night. You were very exhausted. You got to bed really late, and you had a drink that hit harder than you expected. So roll and see if you get up on time or if you sleep in a little bit. We'll say if you roll over a 15, you got up on time.
Yep.
If you fail, you slept in bad. Like if you nat 1, you slept in really bad. If you fail,
To be
you slept in like an
fair,
extra hour or 2.
it's working.
Nothing crazy. It's a nice, simple DC 15.
Would never fit the cat.
Oh boy.
She was mad at me.
So you wait. What was it again?
Fortitude.
Fortitude. Oh, that's at the top. Yeah.
Oh, your first one was a 12.
What? Oh, I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
So you slept in a bit. It's not like your usual 7, 8 a.m. early riser, but it's closer to about 10 a.m. You know, your body needed to sleep for sure.
Yeah, well,
You would say the sun is out, but it's pissing rain right now, and the clouds are still dark and stormy. That's probably attributed to why you slept longer too, because the sun really never shone.
and I sleep well when it's raining.
Yeah, exactly.
Similar behavior.
So we'll have you get up and do your morning breakfast routine, and while you're doing that, go back and have Figaro and Bramik their conversation. You heard Sigurd made a little lunch deal with Bramik.
I did.
I was talking to Figaro, but yes.
Yep.
Okay, so Bramik has come up to you. What do you want to talk about, Bramik?
I'm just gonna ask Figaro. So, see you reading the book. What have you learned?
Well, definitely some strange things have been happening. It looks like they were on their usual route, but then for some reason they took a turn and went a way that was advised against. So, I mean, there doesn't seem to be any sort of mutiny from what I can tell in the journal. But I was thinking of going down to the dock and seeing if I could find a proper ledger for a list of sailors, and if their family is local, then I was thinking about maybe paying them a visit and get an idea of the impression of the captain or anything like that. I also wanted to visit the church, but that's neither here nor there right now.
I'm just curious. Can you mind if I flip through it, and then I just want to kind of
Yeah, feel
flip through it,
free.
see if there's
And
anything
I
that
kind of like
piques my
slide it
character's
over to
interest.
you.
Okay. So I just start flipping through the pages, Steve, because I know my breakfast
Anything
is coming out.
particular that you're looking for?
Just anything out of the ordinary.
I mean, the only thing that are really out of the ordinary are the fact that they changed course to avoid weather, and that kind of ended them up in that dead zone. And the descriptions are pretty.
Do I know much about this dead zone other than whatever is written in the book?
You know that you generally, with your sailing history, you know that you know it's okay for crews to be late as long as you stick to the prescribed routes, because the prescribed routes are the safe routes that have been pretty tried and tested over the years. And at any time, you're basically rolling the dice every time you try to take a shortcut, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. And it looks like this time it did not work out for this crew. And you've heard rumors of things like this happening where ships just, they take a shortcut and they're never heard of from again. The island chain has, been traveled, pretty consistently over the years. And sometimes we make these shortcuts. Then this sort of thing does kind of happen. You don't often get to read a log of what happens during these because you don't normally hear about the crews coming back.
Okay. Is there anything about the last, or whatever the cargo is that they were transporting, or the last port that they were at before?
Yeah, the Stonecliff.
Getting here. Okay.
It was.
And what do I know about Stonecliff?
The Chancellor also mentioned that they had gone to Stonecliff, so they knew that part. So that was clearly something that was part of the prescribed route before they ever departed, was that they were going to go to get, and they went to get salt and herbs, and it mentions they got some private trade stock of trinkets, ingots, and jewelry, but it doesn't specify. Like, not in that log. There was probably another log that had more specific inventory, but that's
Gotcha.
not in this.
Okay. And then what do the last couple pages say? I guess if I can get a quick summary of
It
that
was basically what
before
she
the bloody
read.
page, essentially. Obviously,
Yeah,
but they
it
did
basically
before
just
that.
talks about how, over the last few days of the writing, was that crew members keep disappearing in the night while they're on watch. There's no sound. Nobody sees them leave, but anytime anybody who stands watch essentially isn't seen again when the next crew wakes. And so the crews like started just not falling asleep, and they would stay down below towards the last couple of days. Sorry.
Does it mention like how many sailors were lost at this? Do they do like start doing
There was
ships
probably
like
a good
of two
30, 40,
people or more?
There's
Or?
probably a good 40 sailors or so that started, when they went out to Stonecliff, and then now it was the last dozen or so. For the last couple days, they just
So they lost more than half the crew.
They lost
Okay.
more than half the crew over a period of 4 or 5 days, and during the last day or two, the crew were like, "Nope, we're not going up there. We're just gonna stay down below deck and just kind of be safe." A lot of rumors, you would imagine, but they didn't really make it to the captain's log. And then that last page mentioned that I must go. The crew is screaming, and then you see blood on the page.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that doesn't seem like I don't know any I don't have any kind of supernatural, any kind of ping. My character doesn't notice anything. Just
Not
weird,
off a
but
book.
nothing I could
No.
really.
Yeah.
Nothing I could really go off of. So
I guess the blood itself, it doesn't. It's not blue blood. It's definitely.
Yeah, it's just
most likely a crew member's blood, and most likely the captain's blood.
Yeah. Okay. What's the name of the captain? Do we know?
It was
we have that?
Captain Butterfield.
Oh, Butterfield. That's right. Okay, got it. All right.
James Butterfield.
I'm guessing that name doesn't mean anything to me.
Roll a, I guess, a society or sailing check, whichever one.
When you're done with that roll, I want to have a quick talk with your character, Bram.
So I can do any knowledge check at a -2. Is that allowed, or do you want me to just roll society?
Fine. Yeah, I mean.
Okay. So that's one of the abilities my class has. So I'm just going to roll this, and I'll just let you minus the 2 from it, rather than having to modify it every time. Is that okay?
Okay.
Whenever I roll, just minus the 2. All right.
You can use any roll. Oh, esoteric. Yeah, 15. Okay.
I can. I can use any lore check. I can do a -2 from that roll.
I mean, he was a captain, so you recognize the name. You were like, you remember hearing about a Butterfield at some point in your life. For all you know, he could have, been a crewmate on a previous ship you were on. You can't really picture him in your mind, though. But it sounds familiar, like, a long-time sailor.
Okay.
But you can't really quite put words, face to it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna at this point. I'll just wait for my breakfast, and I will quickly eat it, and then I will tell Fig that I'm gonna head over to just check on my.
All right. It sounds like Figaro wanted
business,
to talk to you real quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just eating. I'm waiting for breakfast, so feel free.
All right.
So, I wanted to ask Bram. You have work to do, right? Today, you gotta go to work, or are you busy? Would you have time to go down to the docks and find a ledger, or find a list of who was aboard that ship?
I mean, I just need to check. I trust my foreman explicitly or implicitly, but I need to. I'd at least go check in on them, make sure they don't need anything from me. They can run the day-to-day stuff. So,
is there any way you could go down to the docks? I have something else I need to take care of.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
All right.
I mean, my place is down by the docks now. I might have to go further than wherever I'm going, but just so you're aware, my business is off of the docks. It's just way out of the way at the end of the docks.
Yeah. See if you can get a list and see if any of their family is local to town, so we can maybe get some insight as to what the the morale was like. I gotta head to the church. I'm gonna go talk to Sigurd real quick and wake up Maris, and then I'll head out. But feel free to take your time eating, and I'll see you later tonight.
Okay. Your character is asking my character just to get a list of any of the crew, essentially.
Yes,
The entire crew. Okay.
essentially
Are you gonna leave
whatever
the book
they'll give
here, or are you
you.
gonna you want me to? Are you
Yeah,
gonna take it? I don't really
uh,
care. I just wonder.
I'll put my hand out to take the journal back.
All right, there you go. Take it.
Thanks. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go in the back and talk to
What's the name of the ship?
real quick.
I mean, I'm assuming I already know it, but I'll just ask them
the Lady Luck.
Lady Luck. Okay, I'll just ask about it when I get down there. All right.
Then yeah. So they
I'll
so
wait
they-
and eat breakfast.
and
I'll
then,
probably like a half hour to an hour.
Sigurd comes and brings you breakfast. Cat eats leftovers on the table back there. Okay. We'll go on to Killian. All right. So you've had your breakfast, and I imagine.
Fresh as ever.
All right.
Back in business.
We'll say, yeah. What do you do this morning, Killian?
Eh?
What do you do this morning?
What do I this morning? I've had a good sport breakfast. Wasn't I? I was supposed to be meeting Bremick, I believe.
At some point, yeah. You had a few things you had ideas for.
That's right. I wrote the things.
You wrote the things down. Okay.
Uh,
I was like, I don't want to keep telling you what you were saying you were going to do because I figured you'd
yes. No,
want you to
I
have
did.
agency. If you forget something, then you forget something.
Let me go back to my notes here.
And Bramick, are you going to go past the docks on the way to your place, or are you going to take the back alleys to have like a more expedient way to your work? Are you going to go to work first? How's this working for you?
I am. Well, my plan is to, I guess, just I don't know where I would go about. Like, I don't know where I mean, my character would know, obviously. So if it's on the way for me to essentially ask, like, but the dockmaster essentially ask about the crew or anything like that, I'll stop and do that. But if it's out of the way, then I'll head to work first and then go and circle back
no,
around.
it would because the Broken Fiddle is not very far from the docks and the harbor master. You'd probably walk down to the docks, over to the harbor master office, and then up to your a few more industries up to your work. Would probably be the most normal route.
Yeah, I'll just take the normal route.
Okay.
So.
All right, John. Can you said you were going to go to the church next? Okay.
Yes.
All right. And then so.
I'm gonna finish my breakfast first. I'm not
Of
like that much hurry to get down there.
Of course. Okay. So Killian, you find your notes.
Yes. Okay. Bram and I were supposed to meet today, weren't we?
At some point.
Yeah. I don't think we set a time, or at least I don't have one written down.
Yeah, but you know where he works.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I probably wander over and check myself in the mirror, make sure I don't have any bruises and cuts and something fun like that.
You seem all right.
Okay. I wander into the library. To the library.
Wander to the library. Okay. in the library now.
Alright, place my pistols on the desk, and then proceed to inspect, wipe down, and oil my pistols. And then I... Oh, I gotta remember my password.
You have a password, Killian?
Well,
How about... All right, what... I don't know what you need the password for, but...
no, I sent you a thing about 2 books I gotta push. I forgot what the volumes were.
I don't know. You said you had a book on your desk in the game.
Oh yeah, yes. I was gonna read that one. Okay, never mind. I cleaned the pistols, and then laid them sitting there to dry after being oiled.
Okay, how long does that take to
Wander
do?
over.
This
About
important.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's pretty quick. Okay.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's not. I'm experienced at this sort of thing. And then I leave them there with the rags to go dry, and then I wander over, sit down by the fire,
Okay. And you read your
pour
book.
myself a light glass of brandy, and then open the book again.
Alcoholic. Okay.
I'm a sailing officer.
All right.
I don't have a ship.
All right.
I'm
Let's
chilling.
get through the book here.
Mm.
Okay.
Lore check. Probably, yeah.
Which one?
Lore check for sailing.
Oh yeah. Right. Roll that. Yeah. You're gonna read that unusual. Oh, nat 20. All right. So you flip through that book.
Peculiar occurrence.
And you-
Yeah.
You realize, oh, this one has an appendix, and you scroll to the back, and you found a word that stood out to you, the word rust. And you find the page that talks about rust, and it mentions that there are strange aquatic creatures with crustacean skin. There's no known name for them, but they're mostly just called rust monsters. Very apropos. They don't. They seem to only arrive at shore when ships are in dock on these outer islands, and it's generally on like a double dark moon because you got a dual lunar cycle. Just FYI, when both moons are dark, then rumor has it, then they'll come out and basically come grab metal resources, whatever that might be, and
I have to go put Mac right now.
Okay. So yeah, there's definitely talk of these creatures. Nothing about the book indicates that they ever board ships while they're at sea, especially over deep water. They're very much a shallow water coastal phenomenon, according to this mythos book.
Interesting.
And it always comes around some mystical, like, lunar phenomenon that ties in with it, because of course it does.
Scribble that down in a notebook. Tuck the notebook into my jacket. Fold the volume shut. And wander it back over and climb back up the ladder to put it back in its place.
Sure. You put the book away. Okay.
And it back down.
And now what do you do?
And I wander back over here. Wipe my pistols with the rag. Fold it up, put it in my coat pocket. Then I wander over to the wall. And to reach for the volumes, Discipline at Sea and the Preservation of Order Among Crews. And I push both of them.
Okay.
I thought those were the two.
And
Two with names on them.
and
Somebody in chat says, "Don't forget to brush."
well,
I haven't even been looking at my chat. I'm like, oh, there's actually somebody chatting.
Wow. Okay. And then the panel lets go and pops out just slightly. I pull it aside and look inside to find my bags of shot, a spare saber, and a couple of extra pistols.
Your little bat
Grab
cave.
the bags of shot
Okay.
and my powder horn.
Okay.
Stuff the powder horn in my bag and some extra shot. Put the oil away in there and grab out a old compass. And then I close the panel by pressing it back in to lock it. Wander back over the pistols, load them both, place them back in their holsters.
Okay.
Then drink that little bit of brandy from the glass. Set the glass down. And wander toward my front door.
Okay, so you head out. Where are you going?
Yep. Oh, hang on. My scaling is weird over here. I'm gonna shift my thing over here now. I'm looking at the wrong end of the room. I am not sure where I'm going. I'm going for a stroll down toward the waterfront, toward where the warehouse was that we
Where the
grabbed
wreck
Sig
was?
at. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Wander off.
as you head down there, coincidentally, then you'll come in from one direction. Bramik is coming in from another direction. But you are both kind of generally in the same area at the same time.
Okay. Well, I see Bram and then I'll go.
Yeah. As you
There.
arrive at the dock, you do notice that they are working on clearing up the debris. The fires are out. The rain has been accumulating large puddles in the water and on the ground. A lot of workers are around, and just a lot of discussions about what's going on. And there is some background noise. I'll turn the volume down. I don't know. Tell me if this is tell me when the volume's right. But if it's too loud or too quiet.
Oh no, I can hear it.
I mean, that doesn't bother
more?
me. It's up to you guys.
Okay. Just nice little light
That's better.
dock sounds.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys see each other. Commence whatever you're going to do.
Killian closes his eyes and just listens to the sea for a moment. Take a deep breath.
Of course you do.
Killian! My character yells as soon as I see you starting to nod off.
Morning, Bram. How are you doing?
I'm yelling really loudly, trying to yell over all the sound that's going on. I mentioned to you that I'm on my way to check in on my my workplace, but I do mention that I was planning on stopping by the I guess the dock master's place to find out some information about this crew.
Wow.
Call
So
it
you can
harbor
put
master
names,
in this
etc.
terminology.
Harbor master. There we go.
Well, Bram, I know the old coot. Why don't I go with you? We'll talk to him together.
Aye, good idea. And I will follow your lead because you're more familiar with dealing with these guys. So.
No,
Yeah.
while you're here, though, roll a perception check.
The perception checks.
Both of you.
Wow. All right. 18,
All right, 17 and 18. Okay, you guys do
Proceed.
notice down on the south side of the dock, there is a diver that is. I'll even bring him in so you can see how.
Oh yeah, I see him. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a diver getting ready. They're checking their equipment. There's the workers here are all checking equipment.
You got Jean Claude or whatever his name is taking photos.
Damn, indeed.
Oh yeah, he's
Right.
there. You do notice that the journalist is over there. He's kind of walking over and getting like a photographic opportunity with the diver and some of the workers. He's on his 6th cigarette of the day already, likely, and he's getting ready to take a good photograph of them. And yeah, they're just kind of hanging out right now, just kind of getting stuff ready. So that's what's going on at the docks currently. And you guys,
we notice anything? I'm guessing not. Like is the church involved,
nope,
or is it just, it's just
there's no,
okay.
there's nobody from the church is here.
Okay.
There's walls in the way, so you can't really see everybody. You just kind of have a general line of sight of
just like standard cleanup crew.
Yeah,
nothing.
you kind of just, I don't know if you can
Got it.
see my little
Yeah.
arrow thing. Yeah, you can kind of barely see past the motor, but you could definitely just barely see that around that corner. But at best, you can see down this way and no further this way.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's what you see. Workers just kind of cleaning stuff up, and there's a diver kind of getting ready to go down and check stuff out. Killian with an 18. You can't, from that distance, I mean, that's what, freaking 100 feet away? Yeah, you can't quite tell who it is just off of the silhouette alone, especially since you only see like the back of his head or whatever right now.
He's got his helmet on now. Can't see him anymore.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Top secret.
okay. So you said you guys are going to go check out the harbor master?
The harbor master.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Harbor master. Okay, well, I've got to make sure Bramik is here. Didn't know Bramik was going to be here. Let's get that.
No, we didn't know Killian was going to be here.
This guy.
Okay.
I can't move my guy.
I know.
I guess
I'm
we're just-
trying
I don't think we need to.
We're pretty static here. I feel like we're not running laps.
Yeah, because this is just you're just there. You don't need to. You don't need to walk around his office.
Office interaction.
We'll say that you're kind of standing like right here and here.
Yep.
Okay. So as you enter the office, of the harbor master, you both know the harbor master. His name is Jeffrey Stonemill. He's a dwarf with black hair, constant 5 o'clock. Well, he's got a beard right now. He used to just have a 5 o'clock shadow.
Bro's got that 9 o'clock shadow.
Hey, real quick, I relayed to Killian why we're going as we were walking there.
Yeah. Feel free to have that conversation.
Yeah. I basically let him know, I was talking to Fig. We looked at the book, trying to get some information about the crew. Basically, I relayed all the information I had. So, were you here? Were you able to listen in on that earlier? Killian.
Sure.
Yes,
I definitely heard that on the way out.
Okay, all right. I didn't think. All right,
he is
cool.
He is the note keeper. He should be listening.
Well, that was not a character question. But yeah, I just want to make sure. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so I relayed all the information to you.
Okay.
I don't have much, but there you go. You got it all too.
We're good.
All right.
You go.
All right, Jeffrey. You guys knock on the door, obviously, and Jeffrey says, "Hey, come in." Yeah.
I'm gonna follow Killian's lead since I'm assuming Killian knows him better than I do.
Okay.
I mean, I'll say something.
He sees you guys walk in. Jeffrey just kind of looks at you like, yes, Marth. What do you want?
So I'm sure you heard about last night.
Yeah, of course I heard about last night. You see all this paperwork here? I've been dealing with this all fucking morning. What's going on? What do you guys want?
The old lady smacked into the pier, and now the church is claiming that a bunch of primates did it, but the crew wasn't there.
Yeah.
Quick question. Quick question to the GM. Did they look like primates to us?
Oh no, you knew they had the crustacean.
Okay. I wanted to make sure I was remembering things
them,
correctly and that we weren't changing. Okay, I got it. So that definitely the church is lying about it. Okay,
Do you need another? I can show you the picture again of the creature.
No. I remember what they look like. I just wanted to make sure that, I'm pretty sure the church is lying. I just want to confirm my character knows. Okay, got it. All right, cool.
Yeah, here's.
They were kind of like an insect-looking thing with scales and yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Yep, got it.
All right.
I saw the damn things, and that's not even remotely close to accurate. Oh, come. You got a crew roster on that ship. That doesn't add up to me.
What are you on
Something's not
about,
right here.
Killian? Something means, of course, something's not right. I mean, the damn thing crashed into the dock. Last time something crashed in the dock, I don't. It's just paperwork, man. I got insurance
Do I
claims I'm
trust-
filing out right now. I got the
Well,
church
of
breathing down my
course
neck to send out a
something's
diver
wrong
to
with
see
it,
what's
for
going on
heaven's
down
sake.
there.
Do I
Get
know this
smacked in-
guy well enough to just like kind of slam the claw, the little piece of material that I have off the creature, like onto his desk?
I mean, he's
It's
the
kinda
harbor
'cause-
master, and you build ships in his harbor. So
yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna. And it looks like, is he a dwarf as well?
Yeah, he is a dwarf.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna trust him then. I'm gonna slam the little claw that I had left. He's like, this is looking primate to you, essentially, just to kind of stop all the nonsense from questioning.
As he's about to just go, you don't even work here anymore, Killian. What the hell? And then, bam! You slam the claw on his desk, and he's just like, and what the hell is that supposed to be?
You tell me. Yeah. Yeah. Good.
The creatures that everyone seems to claim didn't exist, but I fought with other people therewith. There was a whole collection of them. There was elves and some big black fellow and a woman, all kinds of gents. And there was a whole party of us fighting them here, and Bram was over here helping heal people. And some cleric over there was trying to save a girl. For heaven's sake, the whole thing was a bloody mess. Now they're pretending it didn't even happen.
My character notes about the whole thing with the cleric and the fact that I wasn't able to save him, but because you said that it's common knowledge in this world, Steve.
So you guys are basically
clerics can only heal magic, correct?
Yes.
All right. I'll mention that the cleric was able to save a girl that I was not able to, with my medicine background. Let's leave it at that. Kind of make it look a little more mysterious to the dockmaster.
He's sitting there.
I'm trying to convince him it's a cover-up. Essentially, I don't know if he's agreeing with us or not. So
he's just sitting there, completely overwhelmed by you guys right now. Sighs, leans back his chair, goes over to his little globe here, pours himself a tall glass of scotch, and does not offer either of you a drink, by the way. And he takes a good chug of it. Stands, looks out the window. I obviously there's something going on, guys, but right now my number one priority is to get the dock fixed, and I shouldn't even be telling you guys this because it's none of your business, but the church is paying me to send a diver down to go look out the wreckage. Right now, all I'm dealing with is insurance, and guess what insurance doesn't want to hear? That it's some fucking crustacean creature that nobody's ever heard of that has been attacking people. All right, like, you gotta see things from my perspective, guys. From my situation, like, the church doesn't tell anybody about this stuff for a reason. All right, I don't know what that reason is, but they probably have a good reason. I don't know. I'm just trying to run a good dock here. I'm trying to get it cleaned up so we can get back into business. All right, this is really cutting into the the back end here. So I don't know what you guys want from all this. I mean, for fuck's sake, Bramick, you're just you're a shipbuilder. You're over there building your crazy iron ships that I don't even know how the hell they work. We've got a tried and true system over here. It's cheap, economic, and it works. And you're over here disrupting shit. Now you're over here disrupting my office by throwing in this Clav, whatever the hell it is. And Killian, you don't work for me anymore. You work for this guy now. I'm pretty sure, if rumor has it. Is that true? You work for this guy now?
Associates. I'll just kind of stop it there.
I would say we've been associated.
So what? You come in here, you decide to just start throwing all this stuff around, and when I ask you a question to your face, you get all vague all of a sudden. I don't have time for this shit.
Look, I know. Let's be square with one another. I've known you for 20 years, right?
And I've only known Gideon for not even 20 hours. I'll leave it at that.
You know how many sketchy things that haven't made any sense? Look, I get that your hands are tied and the church has fingers, and there are people who don't want you to say things. But look, I know you're fond of black rum. If you feel like volunteering information, got a bottle of it that's yours, and I'll cook you a grand dinner at my place. If you'll come up and have a conversation. Not saying there's any subject matter of necessity, but if you're up to the task, the invitation is open. You know where my house is. I'll not ask anything of you here. I know what position you're in.
He just kind of shrugs, takes a drink, and kind of like gives you like an I don't know shrug, basically, and just kind of turns his chair and like kind of faces the window like I just don't I can't talk about this right now, sort of a vibe.
All right. Shall we say tomorrow night?
I'll think
Come
about
by
it.
in the evening.
I'll think about it, Martha. And he kind of like leans out the window. He's like, I got to watch over this dive right now. Okay, man. I got too much going on.
All right. Well, look. If you need a drink afterward, swing by the Broken Fiddle. Put it on my tab.
Hell yeah, free advertisement.
All right, just
And you think about it, and then I'll expect you tomorrow night. Look, just get through this day. I know how it is. I'll talk to you later, all right?
he just doesn't respond right now. Because if he did
We'll leave you
respond,
alone.
it'd be probably full of expletives. So yeah.
I'm gonna walk out before you curse me in several ways my mother would smack you for, and just get out of your office here.
Okay.
All right, Bram
Hopefully the day
is
goes
Bram
better.
is noticeably frustrated, but he's going to leave. He's just going to follow Killian essentially at this
Do you
point.
take the hand with you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I grab it. Some papers probably slide off the desk as I pull it, back in rage, and then just walk off.
Yeah, and
Just curious, I was AFK. Did you get my ledger or what?
Oh shit, we were supposed to ask about. Oh no, never mind. No, never mind. I already did that. Sorry. No, you got my order all right out of whack. No, I'm on a roll. I'm out. Don't worry, I'm working on it.
Yeah, I
I've
was
been
going to say
informed-
out of character. No, he's not being cooperative. So
He's not
we
being
didn't get any.
cooperative. I mentioned crew names.
Oh, gotcha,
lists, and
gotcha.
manifests.
No, it's okay. You don't
and
have to go
he-
into it. I'll just ask you in character to
Got it.
if
Yeah,
you got it or not, and
yeah.
you guys can tell me then.
We did legwork.
Out of
We got a thing
respect to
going.
Killian, I didn't start any nonsense in the office. I just kind of left, hoping that it'll work
All right.
out. We'll
We
see.
walk out. The door shuts behind us. Bram, feel free to talk freely outside the door. The harbor's too loud for him to hear us anyway.
Oh yeah, no, I just essentially mentioned how frustrated I am dealing with this guy. I don't know if he's You know what? My character doesn't like the church, so the fact that he is willing to let things slide with the church noticeably frustrates me. And because of that, like I'm kind of like already on edge. So my character is just going to essentially mention to you, like, let me know how things go with him, or I'll be back. Essentially, as far as to his
Alex?
office.
Oh, that is a shit roll. Okay, that I didn't gain anything from trying to recall church stuff. Okay, I'm gonna.
But like, why you're doing that? I mean, well, no, you can finish our conversation because I'm going to kind of storm off essentially to go back
Okay.
to my place.
I'll explain a few things to him. I'll say, look, I can't. I can explain more later, but the church has got a few fingers in the way this harbor operates, and I've been around long enough to know that there's more than a few peculiar things that don't add up. We could talk about it later, but not worth someone to know over here.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then my character kind of storms off and he's like, I'm gonna go check in on my crew, or my people. So I'm gonna head out. I go over there. I'll meet him back at the. I mean, he can. I don't know if is he like officially working? Are you officially working with me?
Well, I'll look after you and be like.
I mean, if you've never even been to the place before, so if you wanted to see the,
it's up to you, Killian. What do you want to do, Killian?
Wouldn't hurt me to see how the operation runs. That is, if I'm officially in your service.
No, quick
You
question
did
to the
shake
GM. Does
on
my
it.
character? Yeah, I was gonna say my character has the authorization to hire him on, correct?
You are the owner.
Okay, so I just want to make sure, like, I didn't need to run anything by
No,
the other guy or his.
no,
Yeah, just
you'll.
make.
I mean,
All right, then yeah,
they'll learn
then
as
yeah.
you tell them.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so yeah, I'll bring you. Yeah, you might as well come with me then. So
All right.
Lead the way.
introduce you to the people.
All right. Before we move on to you guys, Figaro, you said you're going to the church?
Yes.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da.
I presume we're outdoors now. Well, I mean, we are outdoors now, but we're still in the.
Am I
Yeah.
still in the broken fiddle right now?
Let my straw down.
I'm guessing you're still in the broken fiddle for now.
Okay, I just want to have a brief conversation with Sig.
And Maris is down also now.
Okay.
After
Okay.
all that.
So I want to go over to Maris real quick.
And Jurgen is
And-
having breakfast as well.
Okay. I'm just gonna briefly have a private conversation with my wife. Sans Sigurd.
That's fine. He's talking to Jurgen.
Okay, so I'm just gonna look at Maris and go, listen, honey, there's obviously some sketchy shit going down right now, and you and I both know I can't keep my nose out of this forever, and just I want you to know, if I end up in prison, will you pay my bail?
Are you fucking kidding me right now? She says. It's like, that's how you is that how you're really gonna bring this up? If I am going up in prison, will you bail me out?
Listen.
Not this
Look.
time.
No. Look at me, Fig.
Going well.
This is the life you fought to get out of, and you're gonna go back in. You better just. I know you. Just don't get caught. And don't link it back to here.
Okay.
Or I
I need
will
you-
beat the shit out of you. That is a promise.
He kind of like chuckles a little, goes, yeah, I get it. Listen, can you at least hold on to this for me? The boy got a hold of it, and I don't want him to get into some shit that he can't get himself out of. And I hand her the captain's log, and I tell her, I saw Annabelle. I gotta go talk to her. I love you.
She just shakes her head. It's like she doesn't even know what to say at that point. You didn't even give her a chance to respond that time. You're like, I know better.
She's gonna beat the shit out of me. What do you want?
Noticeably, just note, John, that she never said that she would bail him out.
That is correct. I am absolutely aware that definitely did not happen.
Okay, so
That
I'll
is,
go to the church
figuratively
now.
and such.
All right. So, that was pretty quick interaction. Let's just really quick then run over to the church.
Okay.
It's daytime now, you're at the church.
Are there many people in the church?
Yes, there's just the usual people walking around. I don't have everything set up, obviously, but we'll say that there's like an oath sworn just kind of hanging out over here, and then there's other folks around. You just they're probably in their offices right now. The cleric's milling about. Somebody's cleaning a hallway. So where do you go first?
I kind of want to just scan around real quick just to see if like people are keeping eyes on me as I'm moving about.
Sure. That, I mean,
So that will determine the level of sneaking that I will do.
yeah, no, there's definitely. Let's just find a random NPC here. This is my generic NPC man. This is the guy that was greeting you guys at the door the other day. He kind of like walks over and is like, "Oh, weren't you here last night?"
Yeah. How's it going? Remind me your name.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I actually have that written down. Where is it here? Oh, I don't have it written down. We'll call him, we'll call him Peter.
Peter.
Let's go with Peter. I'm Peter. Yeah, I'm just a local clergy, just cleaning up over here. What brings you in
My
today?
man Pete. Peter.
I'm looking to talk to Annabelle. Is she around?
Yeah, no, she's in her room right now. I can go get her if you'd like.
Yeah, if you could do that, that'd be great. I appreciate that.
Okay. So he kind of heads back to this back corner here and disappears in a room in this back corner.
Okay, while he's doing that, I want to slip over to the office that the hunters went in during the ceremony. I assume it's in the back over here since we saw them slip back into there.
Yes. Let's do this here. Let's do it like this here. Pardon the fact that it's showing that it's nighttime in this picture, but this is what I got. So this is the room you're going to?
Yes.
All right, head on over.
I will slip on back there. And first, before I do anything, I want to check to see if it's unlocked or not.
It's not locked.
Okay. I'll just slip on in real quick here.
Okay.
Boop.
Mortimer's inside.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Hello. Figaro, was it?
Oh, yeah. Remind me your name?
Mortimer Gauss. I'm the justicar of the church.
Nice to meet you. I just guess I'm just trying to make sense of what happened last night, and I just sorry. I thought this was I thought this was the little boy's room, but while I'm here, I just wanted to have a conversation with you. To be frank.
Roll deception check.
I'm getting into
This
shit
is
from
you
a
were,
shoot.
we're fibbing.
I'm just gonna use his natural DC on this one. He just raises his eyebrow.
Equivocally is questionable behavior.
He doesn't know my bladder.
You're a dude in the wrong place.
Besides the fact that one, we never see you here, Figaro. So it's unlikely that you're here because you had to suddenly use the bathroom. But that's neither here nor there.
It's a pretty epic deception check right there.
Yes, it was. I mean, if you really want me to, I can roll a.
No, you don't have to roll. I trust you.
You sure?
Yep, I'm good. Thanks.
Actually, he rolled terribly, and he still beat you. All right.
Okay. An entirely unremarkable performance.
But I had heard that you had come to midnight mass last night. What did you think of that? What do you make of it? He's staring you down, but not in a mean way, just
All
piercing.
right. To be in a neutral, I'm going to say this in a very neutral tone. I think there's something you're not saying.
What do you want me to say?
It's not what I want you to say. It's what I think you're hiding from us. There's something out there, isn't there?
Well, you saw with your own eyes what was out there, but you made it. You put it upon
Primates.
yourself. You put it upon yourself to be front and center of this situation. Something I have to admit we did not expect from you. I mean, who would have guessed a local tavern owner would find themselves aboard a crashed ship and encountering strange creatures? It's not usual. Normally we have, the hunter groups like Wrath and Ouch, as you saw there. We were just so fortunate that they were in the area. And if they hadn't been in the area, it wouldn't have been very easy for you guys to handle that situation on your own if it was indeed just the three of you. So we're all glad that you're okay, though. And we want you to know we do appreciate the effort that you went through. My position, as I don't think you're fully aware, because do you know much about the church?
I'd like to roll can I roll a society in place of a religion?
No.
Yeah.
If you roll a society, you will get a societal version of what society thinks the church is.
Can I roll underworld?
No.
Since they're connected with the...
No.
Okay. Well, I can't roll anything, so...
You can roll an unlearned skill. You can still roll religion.
It's going to be a terrible score, though. Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay.
Listen, before he says anything, does he ask me what I think my role is or what they do in the church? Is that what he's asking me?
Yeah, I think he's being like, what do you think my role as Justicar is in the church? And with that role, I'm imagining you just shrug.
Yeah, pretty much. Listen, I've tried every religion, and growing up on the streets, none of them came to me. So I have no idea. And frankly, I really don't care. But feel free to tell me anyway.
He kind of gives you like a solemn nod. He's not treating this lightly or with any sort of humor or jovialness. He's not showing you like he's looking down on you in any way. He just kind of has a contemplative look on what he wants to say. There's before I answer anything, I do have one question, Figaro. As you have entered our establishment, I feel like you're the one that's at our disposition in this moment. What were you hoping to achieve coming here?
There's two things I want to know. I want to know what you guys have to do with the monster hunters that are in town. And I need to talk to Annabelle.
Okay. And as you say that, Annabelle walks in behind you and says, "We can talk, Figaro. Please have a seat. We have much to discuss."
Okay. I look at her not angrily, but slightly guarded, and I will walk to stand behind a chair. Not necessarily sit down yet, but position myself in a way that is not necessarily completely relaxed. And I'll say, "Annabelle, how did you find yourself here?"
before we continue this conversation, we're gonna scoot back over to Brandon or Bramik and Killian.
Oh yes, please.
What? Nobody was shit talking anybody. What happened?
Okay. Here we
That's a
are.
damn good looking dog.
Iron Keel Industries.
Oh, I love it.
It's actually larger than I thought it was. Good.
That's dope. I'm digging
thought-
this ship. All right, I'm here. We were totally not having a random DM chat going on the whole time.
Good. No, that's fine. All right. So this is your shipyard. Is
ships
there
were
anything you want? You I don't know if you want to discuss the shipyard as you're entering or not.
Oh yeah, no, I give him the rundown of everything because I've hired him on essentially just his expertise regarding ships and keeping them, I guess, preventing any kind of these issues that we're having with losing ships at sea. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of my main reason for hiring him on. So yeah, I'm just going to walk him through everything and discuss. Yeah, kind of point out the yard, the people that are working there. If I come across any of those 4 named guys that I gave you the other day, Steve, the foreman or the
Sweet
I will
Jesus.
introduce
Oh,
them.
What?
sorry. I just saw Fig's roll of a 4 over there. Oh my god. All right.
I don't think you have
Sorry,
any room to. You rolled a 9 yourself, sir.
I've never hit a 4. Not yet. Not this round.
All right.
Your next roll is gonna be a nat 1 because karma.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Shh,
Okay,
Don't tease me.
Well, he did roll that fortitude. It was a 1 with a +7 earlier. So.
All right. In all
But I had a +7.
in all openness, Brandon, I only made one of your managers.
That's fine. Yeah.
I don't have the other images yet.
Yeah, I mean, I can just introduce. I mean, I don't have to introduce him to him right now. It's just
But for now, you probably just.
all
just meet up
4
with
of them
him.
are males actually.
Yeah. But
well,
you can just
okay.
feel free to discuss with him as you enter your office, all the different.
Well, then I promise I won't hit on anybody. Not that it won't be difficult.
So you.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll have you
it's a mix
transfer-
of predominantly. It's mostly dwarves working in the docks. There's a few humans, and if you come across, you might see a single elf.
All right.
That'll be it.
So
Well,
you're
there's
in
one,
your.
there's
You're
one
in
elf
your.
as far as I'm
You're in your
I'll
office.
be the HR lightweight.
Yeah. So you're in your office now. If
I have the tab. Sweet. That's the only copy, right?
You're just a good. You realize you have a tab. I'm sure you're keeping your own tab. Of
No,
what you owe.
I see. No, I guess we got notes on there. I'm assuming that's Fig that wrote that note on there. 2 weeks. I've got 2 weeks to settle this. Maybe I don't know.
You got unpaid invoices.
Alex?
all
That
good
is
stuff.
my wife's handwriting.
Okay, so she knows.
What's up, Killian?
Welding does or doesn't exist? We're just rivets. Rivet fits or weld fits?
I mean, I don't really have a preference. That's up to Steve. However you want to. I mean,
I don't
think
know what's allowed in the world. That's why I'm asking a
Yeah. That's
question
fair.
here. Forgot what we discussed on this.
If we want to just go with just rivets, and maybe we've got somebody who's trying to learn how to do welding. Maybe it's been tried once. Cool, hold on, because Steve, you said that other people had tried these iron ships and kind of given up, right?
Well, the hardest part is getting the metal warm. You got to heat up the inside so the metal is flexible, and then you got to fit, join, and rivet. But you have to seal it correctly.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was talking.
Well, one of the things that we were talking about. Oh, go ahead.
So
sorry,
yeah.
okay.
Hold
Sorry,
on.
we blabbed because we didn't hear
All right, that's fine. I forgot. I didn't realize I was muted. So welding obviously has existed in some forms, like with softer metals like bronze and stuff like that, and brass and things like that. But with steel, it's still in the experimentation phase. There is somebody working on it, but he's you weren't listening, Killian, and I don't know if Bramik overheard in the bar, the tavern on the first day, what the drunk was saying.
because my character wasn't
Yeah,
supposed to be
yeah,
looking
no,
at
no,
it. I was
and
prepared.
and that's why I'm moving past it. But I don't know if Bramik heard it. If you want to roll, um, and I guess general intelligence to see if you remember hearing it, overhearing somebody talking about it.
For me to roll?
Yeah, because
Okay, sure.
it was
I mean,
something.
we can just assume that I didn't, unless you want me to roll. It's up to you.
Yeah,
I don't really-
just roll. Let's see. Nope.
No.
You did not remember hearing anything. You're too busy with other things right now. And even if you did hear it, the ship crashed.
Yep.
So yeah, so right now, rivets, steel is really hard. It's a hard metal to weld currently, and you don't know of anybody who's welding steel right now. So
Now I do
rivets it
know
is.
on that. I was going to say I do remember. I don't, and as we can retcon this or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. But I know on that first session we were talking about how Fig potentially knew somebody that could. I think it was Fig that could put me in contact with somebody who knew a supplier, because I was having a hard time getting supplies for certain processes I was trying to do with my ships, and I was having a hard time getting any kind of forward movement with my ships because of just lack of supply. So it's
So
up to, we can change that or we can keep that going. It's up to
well,
you.
while you guys are discussing things,
Are
your
we
number
taking
2 man,
Goldschmidt's
your number 2 man,
thermite welds?
that's more of a railroad process probably right now. But your number 2 man, what was his name? Buck?
This is Buck. Yeah, Buck. Yeah.
Buck comes in and says, boss, I'm glad you came in. It's a little later than normal, but that's
Really, Buck?
that's
You
fine.
had to bring the goat. I kind of just sigh. Just clean up
Daisy,
after it this time.
you know that Daisy goes everywhere with me.
Keep her away from my books.
She's a good goat. She'll mind. And he feeds her a carrot from his pocket to keep her at bay. Anyways, so I'm sure. Have you gone over the reports of the issues with the rudders of the previous ship that we've gotten from our purchaser?
Yeah, I wanted to last night. I try to start making excuses, and I'm like, I essentially say, look, and then I clue him in about, we were involved with the stuff at the docks. I trust this guy with my life,
Okay,
essentially.
so you
I
basically give
tell
him the 5-minute rundown of what happened.
Yep.
Oh,
And you know what? I will go as far. Well, hold on. Is he a religious person? If he's not, then I'm going to go as far as to tell him that I think the church is keeping things from us.
well, that does not surprise me. There's a lot of stuff that's been going on out there that, I don't think most people could handle such information. But it sounds like you guys handled yourselves well. Nobody got too injured. But seriously.
No. But I promise I'll get to those books. And actually, I kind of pick him up and, slide him closer to me to kind of make him aware that I am taking him seriously.
Thank you, boss. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're working on getting these invoices paid. We need to, what's the bookkeeper's name again? The son.
Aethrin.
Valerius.
Aethrin.
Valerius.
Yeah, Aethrin Valoris or something like that.
Yeah, Aethrin.
Yeah. Aethrin. Yeah.
I discussed with was it Aethus?
Aethrin. You can make the name whatever you want.
Aethrin.
Aethrin.
You just write it down so I remember. Okay, just type it in chat so I can pronounce it every time. Yeah, we discussed with Aethrin to reach out to his father and get more financing, because we desperately need probably $5,000, maybe even $10,000 more dollars. I know it's more debt, but it is important that we get these ships built. We do have orders for these ships, so that's good news. We have positive news, boss.
Good. And speaking of positive news, and then I introduce Buck. This is, and then I don't know how you want me to introduce you. I should say Killian, I guess. You've been pretty open with yourself, so.
Yeah.
Guess it's Killian, Buck.
Moth.
I explained to him Killian's background and why
I just looked. Okay, I just switched screens. Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're so far behind, John.
Liam Neeson. Well, okay, I was speed researching welding, and arc welding started in 1890. Was the first patent. I just sent that to both you and
I've already done the research on this.
Okay.
I'm just
verifying what I'm supposed to know so that I can feed what I talk to.
That's fine. Okay. We're not at steel
Jesus,
welding yet.
everyone's retarded right now. Okay, I'm gonna do. Should I do?
Those are the 4 names.
Those are the 4
Steve,
names.
I think
Buck
I think you remember.
Yeah,
Yep,
Rourke,
I think you remember them. So
Aethrin Valoris. Yeah, so Aethrin. Yeah, so yeah, Aethrin is going to reach out to his father to try and get more funding. We should hear back from him in the next day or two.
Awesome. And actually, because it makes more sense, change those surnames, because remember we changed the human and the dwarf. So I'll change the surnames on both of them to just invert them.
Oh yeah, Buck Vanek, and then Rourke Stonecleft. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
That is so much better.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you guys get back to it. Pleasure to meet you again, Mr. And he reaches his hand out to you, Killian. Killian. I'm Buck. I'm the general manager around here. And this is Daisy. And he points at the goat. You know, she got 3rd prize at regionals last year.
Oh. What did you do?
Well, she can do...
My character kind of just sighs, and I just open up the book that I'm supposed to be looking at to start reading over that.
Well, she ran the obstacle course in 12 seconds. Pretty good for her age range. He goes off. He
For a bearded lady, that's 4 legs. That's quite impressive.
He gladly starts mentioning multiple events in which his goat does quite well, but only 3rd place well. You know, but he's like, but I've got her on a strict regiment diet. I'm importing these purple carrots from I don't know where right now, but he's importing purple carrots from, you know, Venetian, somewhere in the desert. You know, they're supposed to increase her you know, her muscle mass. Desert. Yes. Oh, fantastic carrots. They're purple because of the soil. It's fantastic. But yes. So anyways, so yeah, he kind of goes off on Daisy, and then he goes, "Well, I'll get out of your hair. Come on, Daisy. let's go to my office. I got more paperwork to do, and I gotta go let everyone know that you're here, boss." And he leaves.
Look at Bram.
And then I was going to say, so of course after that interesting introduction, I essentially just I tell Killian some of the backstory behind him, how, you know, met him in the Navy, basically treats him like a father. I trust him implicitly. The goat thing's a little weird, but just go with it. He's my right hand man, but he handles all the affairs when I'm not here. So that's it. So even though he kind of looks even though he looks ridiculous, that's kind of what I just conveyed to you. Even though the goat thing's ridiculous, he's actually good people and he's actually, like, again, the most responsible person here. Probably, you know, I don't cue you in on this yet, but you can kind of tell that I respect the guy a lot. He's just as responsible as I am. So, yep, that's it. I'll grab those books that he asked me to look at and kind of like put them on my person. I guess I have like a bag or something to make sure I take a look at those.
Perfect.
What were they books specifically of? Just the current, like, was it for, where we go? Was it the unpaid invoices, that kind of thing?
Yeah, unpaid invoices, just, and then reports on stuff that was going, like, it was kind of faulty on that first prototype you guys sold to fix for the, you know, so you can get replacement parts made and sent out to the purchaser, probably at a discount, you know, because you're trying to build good reputation. And it's also good. You're basically using this first prototype that's out there as example on what you need to fix for the next ship that you're currently in the process of building. It sounds like, according to the paperwork, they're going to have to strip down the engine again and kind of change the form it's in, so it doesn't. So that way the it doesn't count, like the balancing is more well done, so it turns better, that sort of thing. It's a lot of steering and power fluctuation issues.
Got it.
Listing to one side a little bit.
Gotcha. I mentioned I kind of look out over.
You can even see. I didn't even notice here, but you can see up here That's Victor Valoris. That's
I was actually
eh,
I was actually going to comment on how much I
Atherin's-
appreciated that. I was gonna because I was gonna reference that to him in just a second. I was gonna like point up. So my character leans back, points over, just like this is, Victor Valoris, and I just mentioned that he's essentially our primary funder. He covers, I don't know, we'll just go with like 60%. He's got the overwhelming share of the money that he's invested into this, compared to everybody else. So
yeah, he was
he
able
is
to put in
he
more
is
than
my
you were
patron.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the patron. I'm gonna look out. Do I see if I
I've
see any of the
discussed
other
you.
foremen? I'll mention them too.
Yeah, there's you'll definitely see Rorik out there doing his rounds, talking to the workers because he's the floor guy.
Yeah, I point out to Rorik. I mentioned that I'm just giving you a background.
Feel free to
for
give him the
everything.
background. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mentioned he's a dwarven engineer. He was actually basically, I kind of treat him like a brother. Him and I left the Navy at the same time. He left on a gamble essentially to leave with me to start Iron Keel. It was just basically an idea. He's cynical, practical, fiercely loyal. He specializes in turning these my ambitious concepts into machinery that actually works. Buck is the guy you just met. He is kind of like a father. He left the Navy just recently. He's a traditionalist with dry humor, immense competence, and he constantly challenges my innovations. But he's also the person who essentially keeps the entire workshop afloat and well disciplined. So there you go. He's basically
That's the
been
quick
hired on.
rundown. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been hired on by Victor Valoris to make this thing profitable because
Probably on
it has not been.
On your word.
Yeah. Because he's basically he's the one who's constantly he's the one who's making sure I get these invoices taken care of and all that kind of stuff. So he's been brought on recently to again just make this profitable because I think we only have 2 ships that we're working on right now. Is that what we went with, Steve? 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. So
One
is
your second
almost
ship
complete.
is being built. Yeah.
Yeah. One is almost complete. I don't know. Are they both in dry dock still, Steve? Or
No,
we
the other
just
one
went
is
with
out
actually-
there
Okay.
purchased
Cool.
and reporting any issues it has. And
Okay, so there you go. So and the other one's in the dry dock still, so we're working on that. So that's it.
Okay.
I might as well mention the kids. So you've got Atherin Valoris. He's the son. He works. I don't know how we're doing the layout. I'll say he works. He's in the office right next to us.
Yeah, he said he was doing purchasing and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he takes care of purchasing. He's the public face and liaison. He meets with the clients and the nobles, financiers. Kind of young, almost kind of like Sigurd. Honestly, he's well-meaning, but he's not. He's kind of in over his head all the time. But he is in fact competent in what he's doing. It's just he's being asked to do way more than he should be from his father, who is again the proprietor. And then that's pretty much it. If you see somebody who looks like a homeless person walking around, that's that's Father Halvin Marek. He's the retired naval chaplain and medic. He doesn't really do much around here. It's kind of he's just a guy who I feel bad for. He worked with me. I used to work with him when I was a medic in the Navy before I became an engineer. He blesses the new vessels and tries to keep the church off my ass. That's pretty much it. that's pretty much all he does.
All right.
So that's the 4 name people I
anything you
got.
gotta say, Killian, before I move over to Figaro's stuff?
Yeah, I kind of tell Killian that I've brought the other people up to speed on. It was actually what's his name? It was actually Buck's idea to bring in some kind of expert. So that's the reason why Killian's been brought on, and the other foremen are aware of it. So
okay.
All right. Well, then I have Buck to pay respects to for
putting the
Good
word.
Well,
out.
I don't know if he necessarily. Yeah, he basically just gave me the idea to find somebody, and I that's why I asked around, and I found, and Fig is the one who suggested you specifically. I think that's how that worked.
Yeah.
Correct, Steve?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. All right, let's move over to Figaro. All right, you are now sitting next to the Justicar, Mortimer, and Annabelle, the Veil Keeper. Annabelle kind of looks over to you and says, "So what brings you here today, Figaro? In broad daylight."
Saw you talking to my son, Annabelle.
She kind of looks at you with without no emotional undertone yet, just kind of curiosity. He goes, "Yeah, he was there watching. I noticed he was crouched. I walked up to him. I thought I recognized him, and then yeah, we had a lovely conversation. He's a very good boy. You know that. He cares a lot about you."
I want you to stay away from him.
I have no intention of visiting him again, if that's what you mean. I was just having a conversation during troublesome events.
You know what I mean. I want you to stay away from him. You know what? I want you to stay away from me too.
That's an odd way to to say that when you asked for me to come down and see you. But I mean, if that's what you want, I wasn't going to go out of my way to say hello again. You're the one that came to see me.
Look, this isn't about this conversation. I left all that behind me. I left everything behind me. I don't know what brought you here, how long you've been here. I'm sure I would have seen you by now if you've been here long. Just stay away from my family, okay?
The Justicar kind of sits there a little awkwardly. Is there history between you two that I'm not aware of? And
I snap at him and I go, no, not that you need to know.
Annabelle just kind of looks at you and looks at the Justicar and goes, It's been a long time. He was quite young last we met. It was a long time ago. About 290 years or so ago, actually. And then it appears that I'm not particularly wanted in this conversation. So I trust that you can handle everything, Mortimer. And Mortimer nods. And, Annabelle leaves. Yep. So there you go.
Okay. And you can see him visibly kind of like relax slightly and just kind of let out a really ragged, like, and then just turn to Mortimer and go, all right, back to our previous conversation.
Well, still want to know what you're doing here, because it seems like you don't want anything to do with Annabelle, our Veilkeeper. All I do is write the reports of what happened. And I can assure you, I wrote down truthfully what they were. And yes, you were at church last night, I take it. And we give the Chancellor a slightly altered report so that the public does not get frightened or overwhelmed with things that they have no control over. It's so much easier for the average person to hear rabid monkey than Vexgit. Okay? It's just easier that way. And we don't want to cause a panic on our hands.
I just want to assume that you contracted out those monster hunters.
For this particular incident, it was a post contract. They handled the situation without a contract, and then they came in and we handled the contract. This is all, there is a business behind this, and there's a lot more out there. Then I'm not sure what you understand. Do you have any history, like any knowledge of the type of organizations they are? I mean, it sounds like you've been around for what, 300 years?
And so I sigh kind of briefly, like looking around the room as I like walk around like in a circle, just kind of taking in and while I'm walking and casually talking, I would like to see. I want to roll to see if I notice anything, like any papers or like anything like that with like of note that would give me any indication that he could be hiding something.
Well, what are you saying first?
I'm gonna very like it kind of slightly monologue just a little bit and go a long time ago, in a different life, I ran with a group that happened to specialize in the people that you contract with. Not necessarily those people, but others like them that did similar work.
All right, well, roll your perception check.
Okay, it wasn't great.
No, you don't really see anything out of the ordinary. So after you kind of explain yourself, he goes, well, then I'm shocked that you're at all confused about this situation. This is pretty much the norm all across the country. Church hands out contracts to these organizations, and then these organizations fulfill these contracts, or they don't. And they get paid for their work.
It's not necessarily the contracts that confuse me. It's not the work that confuses me. I guess what I'm looking for here is information. If that means that I don't know what I'm saying here. Just trying to protect my family, man.
I think the best way for you to protect your family is to refrain from getting any more involved than you already have been. Because, as you know, or as you should know, it might have been a while. Unless you're part of a group, such as Ouch or Wrath, or your previous hunting group, then legally, this information that I've already amply given you, I should never have said the name of the creature in the first place. But this information is on a contract by contract basis and is specifically important, like designed to not be dealt with by the public. And you should know that.
As a contract man, I can respect that, but I do want to know, how would I go about getting in contact with Ouch or Wrath? Do you know where they're located at?
Well,
Must
I do know.
only stub one's toe.
I do know where they're located at, but generally, they would reach out to you if they wanted you.
Okay, I want to see if I can.
Do you remember them giving you the cards?
They did give me the cards, so I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna take the cards out of my pocket and just kind of show it to them and be like, they said they were interested, but I guess they're not reaching out fast enough for my taste.
If they gave you a card, that's them reaching out. They don't. It's up to you to decide to contact them after that. That's how this works.
That would be great if I could get
The
information
address
on
is
where they're
on the
at.
card. It's literal. Yes, it is.
I have a card. You have a card.
Okay, great. All right.
We have cards.
Okay.
I apologize
been
if that wasn't obvious
It
before.
was not obvious.
Yes,
before.
there is
Oh,
the
they handed them
organizations
to
on the
us.
front, addresses on the back.
Okay, that was not obvious.
I apologize for the misunderstanding.
That's okay.
I'll assume that conversation didn't happen then.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Well, I guess we're done here.
After you finish your conversation, I'm guessing you just leave?
That is correct.
Okay. Where do you go after this?
I'll go back to the broken fiddle.
Okay. Go back to the broken fiddle. And you're back in the broken fiddle. And as you arrive Sigurd is coming out with some boxes. And he's all, "Oh, Dad, I got Bramix lunches all made up in a box. Are you ready to go serve him lunch?"
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, bud.
And Maris kind of peeks out around the corner, kind of looks at you and does a little, come talk to me real quick.
Okay, and I'll just tell him to set him on the table, and I'll grab him on my way out.
Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping to go with you. It's just a lunch run.
Okay, yeah. Just give me a minute. I gotta talk to your mom.
Okay. And then you guys kind of go back and have your little private chit chat. So, what did you find?
Well, not much, honestly. Don't know how long Annabelle has been there, but she's been there quite a while.
Who is the Annabelle? She asks.
You know, you remember I told you I grew up on the streets, right?
Well, yes.
She's for the streets.
Okay, Norm Macdonald.
Well, I also told you where I was born, right?
In the brothel.
Yeah, she was one of the ladies there.
Hmm.
I have no idea how she took a 180 from being a whore to being a clergy person, but 200 years plus can do that to somebody, I suppose.
And your wife kind of looks at you and goes, "Yeah, people do tend to change over a timeline of 300 years. You're right."
And I like kind of sheepishly like put my hands in my pockets all awkwardly.
Well, you didn't find yourself in prison, so that's good for you. Go serve lunch with your son, please. He really wants to spend time with you.
Okay. Thanks.
It's been a crazy day for him too.
All right, and I'll go with Sigurd to go give the lunches to Bram and Killian.
Okay.
We'll assume that I had
right,
I had the
sorry.
conversation with
I
the
had
lunch
it. I had
delivery.
it muted.
Is this
Sorry.
lunch delivery for the whole crew or just for us?
It'll be for the whole crew. Can I take a quick 5-minute bathroom break?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. It's 11 o'clock. All right, give me just a few minutes. And I'll mute everything real quick so you can talk.
you're going to need crown points on the nose, tip of the central mast, and, well, not masts in this point, but your stacks. At the top of your central stacks, at the rear of the ship, well, at the bow and stern, and at the top of your central stack, you will need multi-crown point diffusion staffs that will help you not have being electrocution, and then we will run metal wires from the edge of your central stack to the edges of the metal rim of the ship, and then the charge will run around the ship and diffuse into the sea.
Okay. Yeah, my character
The
kind of
salt
nods along.
content
Yeah.
in the sea will allow for that energy to pass into the water, and we will not be in danger.
My character kind of nods along approvingly of that, like kind of following along. So out of character, is there any kind of material that would be kind of rare that we could be looking for the actual welding process that we would need, or is it just literally like, is there anything? I'm trying to think of some kind of way to have a supplier be like a choke point as far as the shipbuilding goes. Is there anything that you know of? I mean, if not, we can just go with the actual fuel being the choke point, because I don't know. Were we doing? Is it just coal or is it diesel? Do we establish that?
Diesel exists.
I mean, that could be the choke point too. Obviously, I just wasn't sure. It's whatever Steve wants to.
Yeah, no, diesel exists in this world. Yes, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, diesel's a thing. That's the locomotive industry is what has pushed diesel engines and stuff. So it's
And we can just make it that they've kind of got a monopoly on the diesel or something, and so I'm having a hard time getting my hands on, procuring that for the actual ship.
you probably you could probably get Buck in on that. Try to get it procured through the railroad. Maybe get Aethrin to work his magic.
All right. So if you're, are you actually back now, Steve?
Yeah. So we'll say Killian and Sigurd, not Killian, Figaro and Sigurd arrive with food for you and your crew.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously going to pass that out, but real quick, you just missed this. So Fig
I was listening.
Okay, about Fig telling us about, what's his name? Starts with a J?
Jurgen.
There you go. Yeah, Jurgen, we just found out
The
now
oxidized nitride and then hollow core steel wire is what's used, and they came up with it in the 1880s, but it became patented.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries.
All right, cool. Yeah. Like I said, it doesn't really matter for the narrative. I just want to have some kind of choke point.
Remember, but yes. And then obviously the railroad uses thermite welding as well. That's been around for a long time.
Sounds good. All right.
Yeah.
So like you said, Fig comes in.
And Sigurd.
We find out about Sig. Sorry, Sig
Both
comes in. Yeah, Fig is just Fig can be the caterer, actually handing out the food to all the crew. I'm assuming that's kind of how that would work.
I'm sure Sigurd would be Sigurd would be the one handing the food out.
You had to make them the same similar names. Yeah,
I know.
Okay, so Fig is up here telling us about Jurgens. Is Sig would Sig be down there actually?
Just wait until you find out what my grandson's name is.
Yeah, we'll see what Sigurd is out there in the window. You'll see him out there, kind of handing out food to the crew. Cool. We'll say that he's being escorted around by Buck.
I really hope that him and the goat really hit it off. I think they'd get along well.
You do see out the window, Buck hands Sigurd a carrot, and Sigurd feeds Daisy a carrot.
Aww.
And gives him a good pet.
He's got a thing with parrots. Why not a thing with goats, right?
He must be a druid.
Yeah.
Was it? So we're gonna basically
or an Arab, but yeah,
that works too. I give what was I gonna say? I give Fig the backstory, or just to kind of like tell him about how we didn't really get anywhere, and that hopefully we'll get somewhere tomorrow. Was it tomorrow that you were, Killian? Is that right? That we're gonna hopefully hear back from the dwarf.
Okay. Fun fact.
Harbor Master. There we go.
Direct sidebar.
Okay.
Welding.
Shoot.
We need aluminum powder and metal oxide, which means we need rust. which
Hmm.
rust. Our
We have
supernatural
rust.
shit.
Yeah.
We right. We need aluminum. We need metal oxide, so we need rust, which means we need to shave rust, which we can get off ships. Any kind of metal that's oxidized, which happens naturally from the sea and the salt content. And then we need aluminum powder, and that's it. And we
So
can create
Figaro, all right,
thermite welds.
Figaro, you,
Does my character know about this? You're
um,
explaining this rust thing to me right now.
yeah, he just yeah, that's fine. It's you guys can discuss
We've been
that
I
at
think
any
I
point.
I can
We
tell.
learned about like the rust shit. Well,
That
okay, I
stuff
know
you
about
would
the
you
rust.
would know that if you know anything about
I'll have
thermite
told
welding
you
in this
about it.
universe.
We've
But
been
yeah,
together all day. I'll have told you.
Well,
what
my
I've
character
done.
has an epiphany and realizes how he can handle all of these back invoices if we can capture some of these creatures.
right. Well, Figaro, if you you probably would recall because you've been paying attention to this sort of thing, and you rolled well last night at the church. You have an idea, a guess, a hunch that since you saw that oath sworn leaving that back room and Annabelle was looking at him when he left the back room, there might be something back there.
Okay.
But they probably told you when they came back into the Broken Fiddle that the bodies were recovered by the church.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, wait. So you guys said you need rust?
For exothermic reactions for thermite welds, we're going to need rust and aluminum powder.
Well, I'm sure that we could find a supplier for the aluminum powder, but I think that the church might have one of those monsters, and
Supernatural rust buckets.
I recall I say the name of the monster.
Yeah, so the Justicar told him that the name of the creature was called a Vexkit.
So I'm pretty sure the church recovered a Vexkit body, and those produce rust from what I saw on the ship. Don't know if the body will produce rust, but it's worth a try.
All right. I like the idea of going up against the church, but if it comes to it, we have a way. All right, so I mean, I
Well,
don't.
Killian, you're a churchy guy, right? You can go in there and just like walk around like you own the place, right?
Yeah, I mean, they don't suspect me. I wouldn't recommend the two of you doing it, but I don't think they're going to have any bother about my general occurrences.
I believe in you. You seem like a capable fellow.
I believe in me too. I appreciate it.
As you guys are having a conversation, handing out lunches, discussing the complexities of thermite welding with rust and aluminum, fascinating as it is, you guys hear
Exothermic reactions.
a ring ding 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 ding, a really like it's faint, but it's coming from the docks.
So this is not like this is not a bell from my dock. It's coming from out in the distance. Okay.
But it's it's coming from a distance, but it isn't like an emergency bell ringing sound.
Same direction as the docks that were just partially destroyed.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely not a dinner bell.
Okay, I'll run out and see what's going on.
Yeah, as fast as my little dwarf legs will take me, I'll follow along. I'm very curious at this point, especially now that my character seems a way to get out of all of this massive debt.
Okay.
The little bell on the desk, ring it. And they're like, no, not the same.
Okay.
And then I wander out after the rest of them.
All right. So you guys run over. All right, we'll say he's here too. All right, bring you over here. Boom, back to the docks. You're coming in from the north side. As you run down, yeah, feel free to move your characters as you wish. But you probably have to get closer to like this area to get a good view of what's going on. Sigurd,
30-foot movement
No,
speed.
don't worry
Sorry, I
about
was
the
jotting
feet.
down
Just
notes.
kind of move around.
Or-
It's fine.
Okay.
We're not in combat.
Yeah, I'll get right in there.
All right. Sigurd's just gonna kind of stay right behind you, Figaro.
Flopsy, Mopsy, and Ficky Tail. I mean,
Yeah, locomotive's kind of in your way still, Killian.
sweet baby Jesus. Okay.
So yeah, we've
So
seen any
it's
commotion going on.
there's commotion going on down here.
My character remembers there was a diver earlier. He
Yeah.
starts trying to move towards that direction.
Yeah. Okay. You guys see the
Yeah, the
harbor
rubble,
master
but,
is already down here, running towards the scene. Yeah. As you get closer, since you're still kind of far away, roll your perception checks.
the heck? That was
Nice one, Bram.
Okay. All right. Killian, since you're closest, Bram and Figaro, you just kind of see people running around. You don't really know what's going on. Killian, though, as you get closer, you see the little little air generator, oxygen generator, is like really whirring really hard, and you see a bunch of workers kind of pulling at a hose, and the hose is coming back, and while they're pulling at the hose, you look out in the water, and you kind of see like these little flotation. Oh, is it not drawing? Why is it not drawing?
Is a distinctive
Does that
black
work?
creative artwork.
Why is it not working?
I can see it on my screen.
You can
Maybe
see
it's
it?
It's under the layer.
I guess the little yellow orange blobs on in the
Okay,
water.
so there's like a bunch of little flotation buoys. I don't know why I can't see them, but I'm glad you guys can.
Movie, I go. No, yeah.
Anyway.
Bitch back.
Huh?
Bitch back.
There's nothing really to move back, but yeah, there's nothing. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I don't need to see it. Anyways, yeah, you see some buoys kind of floating around on the edge. I see. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, that's about right. They're all separated, and you see a hose being pulled out. It's not connected to anything, and the workers are kind of looking at each other like, "What the heck?" And like the harbor master kind of looks up, and he's kind of like yelling at him, like, "What's going on?" That sort of thing.
We all can see this.
Well, Killian saw it really well.
Okay,
What's going on?
gotcha.
You guys are you just see a bunch of commotion. You don't have any context of what's actually happening. You don't see the buoys because you're blocked by the locomotive and all that stuff. You guys have to move closer. Cough, cough. You guys can move whenever you want. It's not turn-based.
Oh, okay. All right.
You are free to move around the cabin.
Well, I mean, I'm going to move over. Well, no, you know what? I don't feel like talking to the dockmaster because he's a dick. Killian can if he wants.
Okay.
I'm going to talk to this police officer.
Okay.
Docus Maestronius
I'll
over there.
go poke my nose over by the
Okay.
harbor master.
All right. So yeah, Killian, you don't see anything different yet, but you do see Figaro running over there with Sigurd, and you notice that Bramik is heading over to talk to the constable in the back corner. We'll go with Bramik first, talking to the constable.
I just ask him like very casual, what's all the commotion about? See if he knows anything.
Well, a diver went down in the water over there. Let me zoom in so you can kind of see what his face looks like. I try to make him look like the coach from Major League. Yeah, I'll zoom in here so you can kind of get a good idea what he looks like here.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they went over. The diver went down in the water, and probably about a good 5 minutes or so. I was watching the whole thing. There was he came down. He went down with his buoys, I guess. I don't know what they do those things for. I didn't really ask any questions, but yeah, that engine, that little oxygen generator or whatever, the air pump, I don't know what it's called. It started getting really loud. I swear there's like a bunch of bubbles that got into the water at one point, and then the buoys started kind of like floating around, and I don't know, they just pulled up that hose just now, so I don't know. I think they lost the diver. Anyways, that's what you get from them.
Okay, and I'm assuming he's kind of just standing back. Does
Yeah.
my character infer that he's just standing here to kind of keep the civilians from walking?
Yeah,
his
he's just
wreckage?
kind of observing the area right now. He
I
doesn't.
just tell him appreciate it, and then I move over
Okay.
to kind of listen in to see whatever Figaro's doing.
You see that our old friend Jean Lepeteau is over there, and he's kind of he's not asking questions right now. He's taking pictures. And Figaro, you see they pull out the hose. It's connected to a lantern at the other end, and the dock workers the dock harbor master asks what went wrong, what happened, and the dock workers are just saying, I don't know. They basically say what the cop just said, and they're pulling out the hose, and he goes, that doesn't make any sense. And he goes, what doesn't make any sense? Well, look at it. The hose is just, it's not broken. There's nothing wrong with it. It's like he unscrewed it. I don't know. It just came unscrewed. And they just kind of look out in the water. They don't really know what's going on. It's like, he's not there anymore. The buoys are all untethered from him. I don't know what happened. And then, the harbor master just goes, I don't need this shit right now. God damn it. All right. No more dives for the day. We got to quarantine off the area.
Do I hear any of this?
Yeah, you hear it as you're walking up, yeah.
Can I, unless Fig wants to,
Killian's going to have to roll a perception check if he wants to hear from over there, though.
I want to inspect the hose unless Figaro's planning on doing something.
No, you go for it, man.
Okay. Mind if I take a look at the hose?
You can't really. The waves are too loud. The rain is too loud. You can't. You just kind of see them pointing at stuff. They're clearly pointing at the hose, but you can't tell what's up with the hose. But yeah, Bramek, feel free to do an inspection on the hose if you want. Do your little perception check.
I mean, it's perception or engineering. It's up to you.
Yeah, you can do
I'm trying to see if there's anything wrong with it, so I can do a perception first.
Go with engineering.
All right, here's a question for you. What was that bonus roll that I got? Was it a bonus roll that I got the other day from that first session for saving that person? What is it? How does that thing work?
Oh, that only saves you from if you're coming within death, like if you're going to die.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, cool. Never mind.
That's the what do we agree to call it? The Sisu, the Sisu point.
Oh yeah, the Sisu. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Sisu will not help you understand a hose.
Okay, got it. All
right. But yeah, no, just looking at it, it just, like he said, it looks like it just got unscrewed and came off. Jean will take a picture of the dock worker holding the hose, and
I'm AFK for a second, but I can still hear you guys.
Yeah, Figaro, you're kind of right next to the dock worker and the harbor master right now. If you don't move, you're in the photo.
Right, I'll kind of take a couple steps back, and I'll grab my son's arm and pull him back too.
Okay, all right. You kind of hear Jean under his breath. It's like, here I thought that this would be a boring day. So yeah, he takes the photo there. Killian, what do you do?
With all the bubbles and the flotation devices meandering about.
Well, the bubbles are gone, but the little flotation things, you recognize them as if a diver goes down and he finds anything interesting, he'll tie down a buoy, and for later dives for a crane to come down and grab stuff out of the water. That was identified as important to save. But other than that,
all of them are now on the surface instead of tied to anything, and he's not back up.
Correct.
Which means that he's in extreme distress.
Okay. Any other thoughts or decisions?
Is there anywhere that has aluminum powder nearby?
So you're straight up not thinking about the diver anymore. You're just going aluminum powder?
I don't know. I'm thinking about the diver. Where's the aluminum powder?
I have no idea. Why would we need Why would I think of the aluminum powder right now?
Iron critters, deep water, saline, which means it's energized water, which means that if I use aluminum powder and cause a spark, the energy will carry to the bottom.
And electrocute the guy?
And it will zap the shit out of whatever the fuck's next to him, but because he's in a metal caged suit, it'll run around his ass and zap shit next to him, but stir stuff to the surface so he has time to get away.
Personally, I don't know, and you don't know, so you'd have to ask somebody.
No, that's a physics statement. It's absolutely correct.
No, I'm saying I don't know where this aluminum powder would be.
Oh, okay. I guess I asked the dockhand.
Sure. Feel free to ask the random dockhand if he knows where this is.
The guys working on the train probably have. I went over here.
Okay.
Hey, Yelvin. I guess I talked to him. Do I need to roll something specific?
Diplomacy.
Yeah.
And tell me how you would phrase it.
My diplomacy sucks ass. Intimidation's better, or literally anything else.
Whatever you choose to do, go ham. I don't care.
My character interrupts. How long has this guy been underwater?
Oh,
like has anyone responded? Like,
well,
I mean, do we have any idea?
It's been about 5 minutes.
That he's been underwater without the tube?
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like this is a crafting
I'm not concerned
question
anymore,
because
then.
I'm asking a question about welding. 18.
But remember, Killian does not have a good intelligence roll, so he's just doing what he thinks is best right now.
Well, it's a crafting supplies question, so I'm asking a question about things that are used to.
This is just a random human with a random human lungs, correct? There's not special rules in this.
Correct. There's nothing.
Okay.
He would have died by now, guys.
I asked him if he knows how to.
He has no idea. He just looks at you and shrugs. I rolled a 2.
Crap. Son of a biscuit. I walked to this guy and started asking him.
I'm just okay. The photographer's done, right?
Yeah, the photographer's done taking the
photo. I'm just gonna walk over to the harbor master and go, has anybody gone in after to try and like recover him, or like what?
All right. The harbor master.
Yeah, I'm equally confused about why no one's gone to rescue this guy.
The harbor master looks at you and looks at you, Bramik, and goes, are you really asking that right now? We have no idea what's down there. We don't know what caused it. Sending down any more bodies right now and risking other lives is I feel, irresponsible.
I just kind of nod in agreement. Like, yep, that makes sense.
Yeah,
what was that, Bramik?
Oh no! It's fine. I was curious how deep the water was here. If my character would know.
Probably about 15, 25 feet.
I'm asking the
just deep enough to.
Train next to me.
Yeah.
Is it clear enough for us to be able to see if we go to the bottom?
No,
it's actually windy and stormy.
It's windy and stormy and rainy right now.
Got it.
You can't. The visibility is extremely low. He had to bring a lantern down there just to see underwater.
Okay, cool.
Feel free to roll again. Like it's separate people. Yeah, you're gonna have to diplomacy or intimidate or something. You're running around there like.
I like to think that I like to think that Killian's character is still looking for this aluminum powder.
He is. They go. I mean, back at the aluminum powder shit. George, do you know where that is? Yeah, I think Gregerson has it back at the warehouse. I think it's like. A few buildings up the block at the, there's a rail depot, but it's going to take paperwork, man, or I don't know. I can go with you, I guess, try to help convince. Just don't hit me.
Just don't hit me.
He rolled intimidation.
Where in the warehouse is it located? I'll roll intimidation again.
Oh my god.
Dude, I don't know. It's not my department. Jesus, I'll go with you.
All right. Show me the way.
All right. I mean, this is taking a long time, but your intelligence isn't that high, so it's okay.
I'm intimidating the fuck out of people. I don't have the intelligence to wait.
I don't know. You guys kind of run off, and it's gonna take you a while to get there. Probably another 5 to 10 minutes.
All right, so I start asking questions to whoever was there, the witness. I mean,
Make
first
sure you
off,
write all this down, John. Write these in the notes. This is what's going on.
out of curiosity, would the constable be at all curious about any of this stuff, or is he just like kind of like letting the dockmaster handle it? Well, I'm just wondering like who I could ask questions. Like I'm assuming like would it be appropriate him to ask questions, or should I be asking questions to the dockmaster and the workers? Like what the hell happened? Like give us some like information. What were you guys doing down there? You know, I can make assumptions, but
all right.
what happened?
You know, we'll say the constable will be like, let me go over here, sir. I got to ask these questions for my report, anyways. And then you got Jean over here writing down everything that's being said by anybody.
And not looking for aluminum powder.
And the constable is Jean, not John.
I'm diligently looking for aluminum powder. All right.
No, John isn't. Killian is. John is writing notes down.
John
wrote right now. My bad.
Sorry, he has a name now, so let me.
Jean-Claude Lepetou. Lepetou.
Just to make sure I spelled that correctly.
What does that mean? Does it mean something in French out of curiosity? Or?
Oh, I can almost guarantee you it means something really funny in
It's shitter,
French.
essentially, but Jean Cretu. Okay. Jean-Creute.
No, I spelled it the way I spelled it. I wrote it on the character on the map. You can look at it now. You should all be able to see it, right?
Not next to my character at all. Hang on. Let's take it.
No, I can't see it. All I can see is our names.
Show.
Absolutely not.
Save. Can you see now?
You know what's funny is I swear I saw the name. Did you type it earlier or something? I swear I saw it earlier.
Oh, I got the last name right. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Anyways,
the constable starts asking the questions. The harbor master, and the dock workers were like, yeah, no, he went down. Everything was good. We ran all our tests. We went through the equipment perfectly. Everything was running just fine. The guy's name was like Daniel. He went down. He was very experienced, one of the most experienced divers we had. Good guy. I'm sure Killian would know about who this guy is if he was here and not going out getting aluminum powder. They keep discussing this. Daniel went down, brought down the buoys to mark all the different things that could be salvaged for later. It's just basically a salvage operation, and mostly to just check and see where the. I'm gonna mute your microphone now.
Oh, sorry.
Basically to go down and see where the sunken ship was, and if anything could be salvaged, anything at all. And he had gotten to about here between the boats, and then the
sunken wreck of the Lady. What's his butt?
Yeah, he was going for the
Lady
Luck ship. He was going to go look for the wreck. Typical diver team stuff after an incident, right? And so, what happened was the air pump started over generating and going like crazy loud. So we did like a little tug on the hose to let the diver know that maybe he needs to come back. And then all of a sudden, when we tugged, it just started pulling naturally, and all of a sudden a shit ton of bubbles started just forming here. Those buoys started to float, back in with the tide. And one of the dock workers swears he saw the bubbles, from here to just start kind of head this way, and then the bubbles stopped. And then, we pulled back the hose. Nothing's wrong with it. It looks like there's no torn hole in it. It's not broken. It just looks like it was
normal.
just unscrewed and unclasped.
Is Mike? I know I rolled the perception check earlier, Steve. So feel free to say I can't ask these questions. Okay, is the clasp normal looking? Are the screws completely missing, or does my character not know any of this stuff?
Well, now that he's describing all of this verbally to you, to your face, and you're listening, I'll let you roll one perception check. You know, it's really wet out. And
He's blind as shit, and he doesn't know what
it
happened.
looks like from what he's describing, it looks exactly how he's describing it. Like there's nothing
Fair
wrong
enough.
with it.
Cool.
I mean,
What do I know? I work above the ocean, not below.
Blind as a bat. Can't see below the water.
Cool. All right.
All right, John. Roll an intimidation check or whatever you want to while you're off screen.
Well, to keep this dude walking along. Okay.
I don't have a room for this.
It's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna roll. All right. You
He
managed
sucks, I'm still
to.
winning.
You managed to. I'm just rolling counter rolls. I don't have anything for this. You managed to procure some aluminum powder, and you're on your way back.
All right.
But your name has been written down by the railroad as a person of trouble.
Oh, sick. I'll pay him off later. Anyway, they like money.
That part is true. Actually, I'm pretty.
They like money and they don't like people.
Yep, that's fair.
Money talks. Anyway,
so just kind of move this along. They're having this conversation. Sorry, I didn't mean to draw that.
Wait, where's my dude?
Hold on.
I walked off the screen. No, I can't.
Yeah, you walked off the screen because you walked off the screen. The other dude did not come back. All right. God dang it. There's so much stuff in the way.
Smacked him in an alley.
All right. Anyways. So, yeah, fine. You run back. You're sprinting back. You're like, I've got the solution. I've got the solution.
Made like a baby and headed out.
Yeah. So, you run up to the dock and you toss in what is it supposed to react with specifically? Aluminum.
Well, the rust in the water, if the supernatural critters are in the water, any kind of metallic oxide will react with aluminum powder to create an exothermic reaction.
Okay. Does it have to be dry? Or is it
which causes superheating and will essentially weld them into solid metal. And because this water is essentially excited, this is not distilled water, it is highly salinized and has chlorine concentrate in it. The heat at thermal energy will travel extremely fast, especially if it's drawn toward that metallic action. But I'm going off of these are supernatural critters. They're
I understand where you're coming from. Throw it in.
Of iron rust into the water.
I understand.
Water is essentially just a rust
Throw
carpet.
it in.
Yep. Cool. Shit. All right. So I'm gonna take a flint out of my pocket, strike it across the powder as I drop it into the ocean.
Okay. Now, I want to clarify.
Do I need to roll something for that?
No. If there is no rust in the water, am I correct in assuming nothing happens?
If there's absolutely no concentration of iron oxide or metallic oxide in the water, as in no supernatural beings have been here, then nothing will happen other than the aluminum flash, and it won't do anything to whatever's under the water.
You see a flash, and that's it.
Well, shit. All right, well, that was fun.
I'm being dead. I'm not fucking with you. Like, I have what I have as far as what happened, and I can assure you that is exactly what would have happened if you did that scenario. So, hey,
cool.
You checked off something on the list.
My crazy ass monster obsession has turned into me looking like a crazy man standing on a dock with flash powder.
Correct.
Cool.
All right, what's this? Figaro?
I like to think
Oh,
that
this
all the
water's
workers.
only like what, 10, 15 feet deep, right?
Which one?
Yeah, he said 15.
This water's
About
only
Yeah.
10 to 15
10,
feet deep.
15 to 25 because it has to be able to handle the keel of a sailing boat coming in. Yes.
Only 15 feet deep?
15 to 25.
Mary and Joseph. All right, I'm just gonna jump in.
Yeah, that was my thought. But I think I might just
Off the water.
Hey, oh my god.
All right. Hold on. Killian.
This may turn into a Killian rescue.
Hold on,
but,
hold on. Killian, you're in the water. Give me a second.
I'm a sailor.
Figaro, what are you thinking?
I want to talk to the quartermaster and see if they have any more, or the
Harbor master.
Harbor master. Thank you. I run a tavern. Okay. I want to talk to the dock master and ask him if they have any more suits or helmets.
I mean, yes, we do, but like I said, he looks over and sees Killian that just dived into the water. And he's like, let's wait and see what this guy comes back and says, because he's taking initiative. And I used to appreciate that, but he doesn't work for me anymore. So now he's just a liability and a civilian.
I'm a sailor. I can breathe. I know
You know what?
water. I can swim.
I'm just gonna stand there looking with the dock master and just shake my head and go,
I used to hold my breath for minutes at a time and repair keels. So
you know, for somebody
I can
holding their
hold my
breath, you're
breath
talking a lot.
underwater for a minute or two.
All right. We don't have to worry about the justification. It's fine. You made a decision. You jumped in the water. Bramik, what are you doing right now?
I'm just gonna watch Killian and see what the. You know what? I will. You know what? Solidarity. I'm gonna walk over here.
Bro's gonna
and
cover my
stand.
ass while I.
I'm still not gonna go in, but I'm gonna walk over there.
Okay.
How
I guaranteed to myself that what I thought was supernatural in the water that could have been at risk is not there, so I dove in because maybe the dude is down there drowning.
No, I'm pretty sure at this point he's gone. How many minutes has it been at this point? 6, 7 plus.
So
he's got oxygen in the suit.
Now, John, I want you to understand.
Okay.
I know you so well. I wrote this contingency.
You asshole.
I want you to really understand.
You're like
this.
The physicist.
I want you to
I
understand.
didn't think that you would monologue about some kind of
no.
chemical reaction, but he knew you'd jump in.
I wrote this as
words. Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair because I've known John for all of like 10 minutes and I knew he's going to monologue about the chemical reaction.
So I had this written as, what does Killian choose to do? Worst case scenario.
What does John choose to do?
He dives in and tries to see what's going on immediately. But I also had it depending on how quickly you dove in. It's been several minutes since the incident. You weren't here when the incident occurred. So this is what happens.
Oh, we're moderately in a bad situation.
No, you're in a bad situation.
All right, anyways.
Clumsily entangled in an oh-fuck situation amidst the deep waters.
The dockworkers just think you're a crazy man.
You're going to need to roll an athletics check because you are jumping right.
I'm athletic as fuck. Let's
That's
go.
cool, but you're also diving right into where those buoys are entangling rope. Okay.
I'm awesome.
So you manage to, as you dive right into the ropey buoys, and you're just like, but you quickly just shrug them off, and you mermaid your way down towards the area, and you start swimming around. You start looking around. It's like you're like Tarzan from one of those 1930s black and white movies. You're just swimming around under that water, okay? And as you're looking around, roll a perception. Remember, it's murky, it's dark, it's stormy out. I'm gonna tell you this before you roll. You're for the first time in your life, you're gonna have to roll over a 20.
Sweet Jesus.
Nat fucking 20.
Fuck that
of
roll.
Course
Fuck
you rolled a nat 20 because of all the scenarios. This is exactly when you'd roll a nat 20.
You got a contingency for this, right?
Let's see it.
As you're looking around, you spot footprints in the sand. You look around and you see these footprints, and they start right here. As the diver, gets to the ball. Well, actually, the footprints walk from over here, and to over here, and over here, and over here, and then they're like pointing. Initially, the footprints point like right there, point that direction, okay? And then they start walking that direction, all the way that way.
Now, are they getting walked or are they dragged or is it just...
It's
I guess she should be asking
calm normal-looking
My
footsteps.
perception check was a nat 20.
I know.
saw
That's why.
everything.
That's why I'm describing this. He walks straight west. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just footsteps. One set of footsteps. Nothing else around these footsteps. There's no other tiny little Vexkit footprints. Nothing. And what you also notice to your west, there is no ship.
Hmm.
Somebody dropped Agent Franks in the water. And it was a screen on the play. Sorry, that's totally not relevant to here. But anyway.
That's what you see.
um,
You see nothing else. There's nothing else.
I meander around for a second.
That's all you can see while you still have breath in your lungs.
Oh, then I surface. Yeah.
Yes.
Because now I'm on the surface.
But hey, you have information. Information you didn't have before.
That's true. I start swimming back toward Bram.
All right.
In proper sailor stroke, and I'm making good time. And I pull myself up onto the ribble next to him.
I give my arm out and pull him up. I'm sure there's a pain in the ass. Hey,
that's all you can think of.
What'd you see?
Yes.
Yeah. So that was a curious act. Any useful information?
Ship didn't sink. There's no wreck on the bottom. There's nothing supernatural about, and that diver is dead gone. Also,
Gone how?
footsteps on the bottom of the ocean. There's no sign of a struggle, just dead on walk straight into the sea. Something is dead wrong about this entire thing, and someone's lying to us. Also, we need to acquire more aluminum powder.
Aluminum powder?
Well, I sort of stole some and threw it in the ocean, and some people might be mad at me. I'll have to pay them off later. But either way, we need some more of that.
Don't worry about that.
Oh my god.
This isn't going to be a liability for you working with Iron Keel Industries, is it?
Nope. I dig, and they'll be kind.
Admitted to your employer that you admitted to thievery to your employer.
No, not thievery. Strong arming.
Look, it was a dire situation. I can talk my way out of it. And on top of that, if I can't talk my way out of it, I'll buy my way out of it.
Sigurd walked over and was listening to the conversation.
Don't do what he does, Sigurd. He's not a good role model.
I can't swim that well.
I'm a man of necessity. I survive in the sea. I figure out what's going on. I'm a man with a nest egg, all right?
The harbor master comes over, and he didn't quite hear what you just told Bramik. But he does ask, so what the hell's going on? What did you see, you crazy person? He says it with 20 years of experience of knowing you and knowing that you're an actual crazy person.
No wreck. Nothing is on the bottom of that ocean, except footprints, calmly stepping into deep waters, east to west. Something is dead wrong about this entire situation. We've been lied to. There's no shipwreck. There's nothing down there. That ship disappeared and vanished at sea. If it's in that ocean, it is deep in the dead waters. Most likely the riptides carry it deep into the channels. Could be several miles offshore.
Great sunrise balls. So this doesn't have to happen to me of all things. All right, well, I guess that saves me.
Wait. We shared with you. I'd like to think he's going to share some information with us.
Someone's lying to us all, and you know no one can overhear us right now. Look.
Well, this guy actually was literally right here.
Quickly glance over at him.
I don't know if you stood on the seashore next to waves smacking along.
I'm just saying there was an NPC right there, clear as day.
Now we have somebody we have to silence. All right.
I look at him and I say, "What's my address on my place? Do we have addresses?"
What is your intelligence? What is your character's intelligence?
It's 10.
Here?
It's 10.
Oh god.
This is all correct. He's role playing it correctly.
Okay.
Cool.
Killian, you you would just know your address. You don't need to know it off the top of your head. It's not important role-playing information. If you say you want to give him your address, give it to him.
I'm saying I'll give my address to the sailor and tell him
123 Seabreeze Lane.
Yeah. Tell him to come see you.
Yeah, tell him to come see me about a job. It'll pay better than anything he's doing.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to know how to weld, would you?
I'm pretty good at knots, sir.
How about you not talk about anything that you heard?
Roll intimidation.
Tomorrow.
Wait. Okay, fine. I'll roll intimidation.
Or diplomacy. You can roll diplomacy.
No. You know what?
Bro's
Screw
gonna
it.
intimidate a bitch into being scared to death. You better do good.
Nope.
You suck.
What's funny is as a +8, so I was really hoping for something decent.
Actually, you rolled a nat 1. He just kind of laughs at your joke then. He thinks it's funny.
I'm just going to try and schmooze my way over here and just go, listen, man. We're just trying to make sense of all this. There's a lot going on. Really appreciate it if you just kind of keep it to yourself for now.
He just kind of sheepishly, nods and we're gonna have to roll diplomacy, Killian, real quick if you want him to show up to your place.
Diplomacy?
Yeah.
Hey. Fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I matched it.
He kind of shrugs his shoulder and he's like, I'll think about it, I guess. Right. As long as you pay, you promise you'll pay more than what I'm getting paid now.
What are you paying? You're getting paid now.
What am I getting paid now? You ask.
Paid now a week.
You'd probably know that. I would think, Killian.
Actually, I would know that. Alex, how much is he getting paid a week? I don't know what the commerce is.
All right, let me see here.
He's a rail salvage worker. It can't be that dramatic.
I had that document at some point. I don't know for sure. He probably gets paid 25 cents a week. Maybe 50 cents on a good week if he's getting overtime.
Okay. Look.
Can we just get this guy out of here so we can start talking to the harbor master?
Yeah, make a choice, Killian.
Buy my place. It's dollars, right?
Dollars.
We can easily afford to pay this guy a wage.
Yes.
It's not a problem.
Just say yes.
Yes. Just
okay.
Just leave the rail service.
Yeah.
Come to my house tomorrow. I'll give you $2 for the trouble.
You wouldn't know how to weld by chance, would you?
No.
Useless. All right.
Sorry. Not him.
It's fine.
Oh, you know what? Okay, actually, for fun, all right. If I roll an 80 or higher, he will know how to weld. At least thermite welding.
If you have a what now? 80?
Oh, I rolled a 65.
Oh.
Jeez.
He tried one time, but
he's a random dock worker. I mean, what are the odds?
80? How the fuck do you get a
20%
a dice with an 80? Where does that come from?
It's called a D100, sir.
It could have been a D80. You don't know.
Right. Anyways,
Those are? I don't have those.
It's 100% dice. Okay, it's 2 D10s.
Yeah, I still don't have any of those.
You don't have D10s. You have D10s.
No, I got D20s. I don't have D100s.
It's on the left side under dice.
Oh,
it's literally a.
Wait, that's like on here?
Yes.
It's not a physical. I've never seen that physical die in my entire life.
Oh, anyways, I have.
They also have D6s.
All right, Bramick, your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to start asking. Well, hold on. Do you have a positive rapport with this guy, Killian? Because if you do, I'll let you start the questions with the dock master. If not, harbor master. If not, I'm going to start asking questions.
When he was employed, it was, given Killian's personality, probably just a professional relationship with the harbor master, and they might have
Okay, well,
shared
that's
a drink.
all I
They
have,
might
too.
have
I
shared.
didn't sit at the same
They
table.
might have
at
shared a
lunch.
drink or two, and then after enough libations, the harbor master stopped sharing him a drink or two.
What's the harbor master's name again?
Jeffrey.
Okay, listen, Jeff.
That guy.
All right, we shared some information with you. If you care at all about your workers, you'll come clean with us. Like, what do you know about what's going on?
The church didn't tell me anything. They just paid me to send a diver down. I wasn't even going to send a diver down. We were just going to start fixing the place and then use like probes to see if there was a shipwreck down there still. Like it wasn't even going to.
Shit, we have a siren.
What? Where you live?
No, he's talking about in the game.
A siren?
Not the actual, like a siren, like a siren's called, like lure
Think
sailors.
about it. Bro
into the
unscrewed
rocks.
his own hose and walked deep into the
Oh.
sea, calm as a cucumber,
It-
even
Yeah.
stride.
That's an out of character thought.
Exactly.
All right.
No,
Anyways,
an in-character
No,
thought.
you have to roll to have that in character thought, sir.
Fine, I'll roll to have that in-character thought. I'm a sailor. I can roll for siren.
Roll sailing lore and
14.
yeah, okay.
Fail.
Yeah, a 14 you might think a siren. Sure. It's a
It's the
generic
most
sailor
basic
thought.
sailor suspicion of
Yeah.
all time.
Sure. And the harbor master just looks at you like, you know those are make believe, right?
Says you. I spend enough time at sea to know better.
Aren't they just like whales that people hallucinate to be like women?
This is a land rat like you.
A land rat. I don't become harbor master because I didn't go on a boat in my life. You know that Killian, you know that he was in the service. Come on. Just because he
Yeah.
works in the office doesn't mean he wasn't a sailor.
Here, look. I don't know what you did when you were at ships, but it certainly wasn't spending time in the deep sea, and the dark shit that happens out there does not make sense.
Killian, have you actually seen one of these sirens?
Yes.
Your character has seen a siren?
Yes.
Is that
My
lore
character
accurate?
would have
Was
an
it in your
observatory,
backstory?
a normal library of random shit, and an extra library of bullshit of mythology.
Don't forget the bat
If
cave.
you hadn't seen a siren, bro's seen some
All
shit that
right.
looked like a
This isn't
kraken.
a
We
dick
talked
measuring
about
contest. I'm just you.
All
We
right, I'm
talked
just trying
about
to see if
this.
I
All right, but
see if I believe in sirens.
circling back
mythic
here.
crap that
Hold
doesn't
on,
make
John,
sense
John.
beyond sirens.
John.
We talked
Circling
about
back here.
We did not discuss what you saw. You experienced weird things, but we didn't actually describe. We didn't have this conversation. We kind of kept it vague in general.
We roughly talked about mythic entities of grand proportions that disturbed me so grandly that I developed an absurd obsession.
Not
Yeah,
stuff
but
that you.
but you said grand proportions. That doesn't sound like sirens.
Nothing
to me.
that broke the water.
All right.
Sirens
You know what?
are far below
GM
grand
rule.
proportions.
Circling back
It's midnight,
to
guys. We need to
conversation
kinda wrap
because
this
it's
up.
midnight and I want to wrap this up so I can go to bed, guys.
Yep.
fine.
Works for me.
Okay.
Update your
Harbor
backstory,
Master.
Killian.
I've seen a siren.
All right. Anyways,
I want to talk to the harbor
all right.
master.
Ask your
again.
questions, and then we're gonna be done.
So you're saying, just to be clear, that the church told you to send somebody down there, even though you didn't want to, and you were gonna send probes. So it's on the church that this person is now gone.
Yeah, how much did they pay you?
Doesn't matter how
I
much they
jump
paid
in.
me, but they paid me because that's what they wanted.
Was it a curious amount? Like how much
they-
more? Go ahead.
I can roll diplomacy if I need to, but
That's-
did they explain at all why or what specifically they wanted you to find or retrieve?
They just wanted me to report the findings.
Who did you send to their death?
Who was your contact at the church?
Well, the contact was the Justicar. He's the one that
Mortimer.
He's the one that
Okay.
his name's on the contract. You know, it was a clerk that came by and handed the paperwork, but Justicar's name was on it. Official church matters. They have a whole document and everything. Anyways, and then to answer Bramik's question, it was what, Daniel? Yeah, Daniel, and then
Danny boy?
No,
Oh
Dan,
my God.
Gotta
Dan,
break that to his family.
Daniel, Nesbitt in Killian recognizes that name as somebody he worked with before. Good diver, good sailor.
Sounds like I have to go talk to the church again.
Anyways, that'll be it for today.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
Sounds
good.
Sounds good.